Hello nào kia. Ngày đang nhung live pi platform hả? Tại chúng tới nhung là wow. Nhung restream nhung restream Valorant sọc dương khai dương lý á. Ngày đang cái lì nhỏ hay tới nhung si nhung live pi platform lại ban lên Facebook and then lơ ní á. Lời YouTube point phong không băng lui buồn đọc hía nào kia. Vẫn mơ á, buồn đọc hía. Hello nào kia. Nhưng mà stream Valorant sọc dương khai dương lý tại ách sụ mọn hello thì nè hello niềng hello mình này hello pizza không ai thành phố mình yes sir nhung khan live pi platform อยู่อ่ะต่อจังtới nhung lần trong chuột mấy này hello mình cho like ai ở stream thôi mình va rằng nhung khan live pi platform อยู่อ่ะต่อจังtới nhung lần trong chuột mấy này hello mình cho like ai ở stream like ai ở stream thôi mình va rằng nhung khan live pi platform อยู่อ่ะต่อจังtới nhung lần trong chuột mấy này hello mình cho like ai ở stream nhung live pi platform này ăn mà nó tao ăn mấy nha hello สวัสดีพี่ hello โอ้ยยังคันไลน์แล้ว Facebook ยุคคลังเหมือนกันโซเวียตใช่ไหมแกบางคนได้ฮันเถอชั่วก้อนมองฮันเถอแต่บางคน hello สุจิตแต่เมื่อกี้ไลน์แกแล้วโน้ตแต่เมื่อเซียนนี่แย่โอ้ยมาได้ไลน์แล้ว Facebook อยู่เว้ยโอ้ยโซเวียต I'm feeling so weird right now ฮันไลน์อยู่อ่ะไลน์แต่เลย YouTube ยังมาไลน์แล้ว Facebook หลังมาชนะเชียงปีนี่โอ้ยยังคันไลน์แล้ว Facebook ตาเลยยังมาnhung listen nhung share link new classes tiếp tổng cát nâng cọp sợi ban PVC optic nâng ôi mà đa lên Facebook yêu ơi ôi so weird I'm feeling so weird right now anh like you à like lên YouTube nhưng mà like link em mua xem định ôi mùi mà cái nâng nhung định miếng nhắc nó lại nè cho cái mắt anh bài nhung listen nhung share link new classes tiếp tổng cát nâng cọp sợi ban PVC optic nâng ôi mà đa lên Facebook yêu ơi ôi so weird I'm feeling so cái này cái chập làm cho lời hello CN Bonnie gaming chào bạn cutting off màn bông hay pick nè tính tới thi cái custom đôi chiều tung pi hồi hè nhà bây giờ hè hello mày ra cho lời chút cái này cái chập làm cho lời đã đánh cho sọc lên mẹ làm ha xong lên chậm lại trên ngọn đòn nhung chữ cò xử lý nhung chữ cò chậm tị nào nhung đôi chiều tung pi hồi hè nhà bây giờ hè nó nên cho like video nhung post trên Facebook nè mua mờ video nhung unboxing chỉ mới năng infinite đó xong lấy chậm lại trên ngọn đòn nó mới channel cái sân thôi nhung chữ cò eSport con chọn bảo bạn anh đi clip pin link em to mắt nào số đây nào nhiều vào cầm cho anh vi vũ để chui không anh mới trời hello là sẽ số đây cái platform đó nhưng là trong code nào nhiều sorry guys thì cái ở hang bằng TK hay bằng đi nhà cái thao bằng đi thơ ca TK custom lọt vậy đây là bộ mạo xem cái này hello bạn follow anh đi bây giờ bạn màn anh đi ra lên game chúng mình không nói tao đang ngày qua bên game lên chung cái này hello ca hello ở nhóm chữ con nào thì em về hiện nom thì hello bị boss đấy nào thì welcome back to the stream và cùng với cả này nhóm đừng được stream chúng mình đâu ở Valorant này mai nhân lý á nghe nói á GALAXYREIGN đây là lời có châu tớiជាមួយនឹង Galaxy ដែរ Galaxy យើងមាន team Mobile Legends ឥឡូវក៏មាន Valorant ដែរយើងបាច់ជាមួយនឹង team សក់គេឥឡូវចាំតិចអ្នកគ្នាខ្ញុំសុំបើក tweet មួយសិនចាំតិចណាអ្នកគ្នា comment មួយ comment មួយ any មើលតើនេះសុំកាដូ come follow you ហើយអូយចុះខ្ញុំមកមានកាដូឲ្យឯងមែនខ្ញុំ like you ហើយនេះខ្ញុំ like you ហើយនេះlại mới du này ở lời internet này nè team Mobile Legends là lời có miền Valorant đấy nhưng mà chúng mình sẽ nói cái lời trăm tích nào cái này nhung cho mở config I think I forgot my Twitch account there what the fuck sorry guys Twitch TV PC chatting man កាខ្ញុំវានឹង2000ចុះចំនួនវានឹងចំនួនថ្លៃឥឡូវ spec ប៉ុនខ្ញុំនឹងវាតែ1000ជាងបានហើយសូវលឺទេមកបើខ្ញុំនិយាយតិចឲ្យលឺមិនកើត
they tried and tested in the previous matches, like the previous rounds itself. So it's a double duelist composition.
Ôi lưu giờ lấy pi nào, khi ăn muộn bắt đầu á. Lưu giờ lấy nhung pi tăng á. Hay ót phòng hẹp nhung. Lọt kìa. Ở đây châu gà mày bỏ vô ơi. Ngọc khi nhung pi buồn này. Tại sao tao muốn nâng nhung bao ở stream ở trên nhỏ. Đọc về tới vi tới giờ phải nhà ha vi vụ vi này anh đừng để chuột Instagram nha. Hello potato liền lên tiền. Hello Lý Hồng. Live Facebook tiệt lôi mà mình chào. Ôi nhà lòng chơi bộ mà anh tiệt. Hello Phi đi. Hello mình đi nà link anh đi link em em thích nhau cái này em cũng đã gamer ạ là nhung vi vụ vậy rồi nhung thử cái này
which is something that we don't see too often nowadays, right? With the new meta coming through, the double duelist in breaches.
Yeah, GALAXYREIGN by chúng mình đang Brimstone.
Especially when you have the
hello PD. Hello, so say này welcome. Bye nhắm bye sân nhắm bye đã mơ đã ban mẹ.
One that we see very often anymore, but right off the bat, a bit of
trong roster đấy nghe nó cái do này cái link lá.
For both these teams, and referee is just kind of holding down the angle, making sure no one
hai bẹt đồ hai bẹt thân nào.
Meanwhile, the rest of the team on the side of Galaxy
team
Brimstone is just gonna be
let's be hello Lee.
Up this mid position here.
But yeah, you link
you can see the smoke coming down. It forces the Cypher and the breach both to be watching towards the spot. So it's gonna keep the attention there for the time being. Meanwhile, they're choosing. A paranoia comes through Park with a beautiful pick onto Reverie, the IGL, and that's the call for them to accelerate towards this A site through the cages. Let's get tagged up. Persona still entry towards the site. Out of the smoke, Tom goes down. Spectre.
Just follow. Tôi chặt thông Spectre. Hello bro hôn. Campuchia su vậy. Các bạn nhớ lên nào khi bạn nhung Restream nữa nghe. Team các bạn nhớ lên nghe nữa ngỏ. Nhung tích nhung.
Two players are tagged down low though. I see. I think his position might
have
been spotted by a couple players, but they don't check him in the end, and it's Icy who gets the first pick.
Check them. So why nhung trong play call out map ở lính này đó nhỉ?
HYK will get those kills in the end. It's a pistol round going the way of Brimstone.
Yeah, a lovely position coming in from HYK, pushing out towards the A alley. So none of the GALAXYREIGN players came through that position. So pretty form a really deadly crossfire with Persona on site. And there you go, first pistol round win despite them actually losing referee the
sponsor hotel.
Round towards B.
Hotel đấy không?
The 4 versus 5 was pretty swift and efficient. Nice take over the A site. Second round on the cards.
Ai tại sầm đồ ăn chuột lạp nhầm đừng chơi.
Persona up on bat sees the jiggle of Jen.
Nó lại lên em thôi nhỉ? Niềng bong center này ở đây ta làm mà. Tụi sắp bong chuột.
Genesante to be exact, will be substituting in for them.
I'll find you. Yeah, I mean.
Bánh memory ở Restream thế đấy.
The coach previously. He was sitting at the coach slot previously. Now actually playing in his best of 5, so pretty excited to see how he does.
Nhưng mà game best of 5
the side of Team Brimstone, they will be going for this B split here. Market presence spotted by the team. IC already making his way onto the side, gonna get paranoia though. It's Persona by the first blood. And IC with 2 to his name.
Mà IC này OP mà. Đây muốn see bạn này ai biết hotel này screen nó. Bỏ kế bông. Restream bị kế ra. Mà tán fix nè. Hello nó sen hello đó tận nè. Hello with solo. What bro? Yeah, how many? Check up with sinh. Ý. Bộ mẹ nhân che mới xem nhau đấy. Chăm tích ổn mong xạ. Vừa vậy đợi clone anh mới biết mong xạ. Thật lẽ đâu tệ clone anh mới biết chơi nhạc được.
Ever since the semifinals, you can tell that they are playing this, taking this tournament really seriously, right? They're playing it.
Nghe take tournament seriously dạng mấy cha. Rổ vậy đó anh vậy rồi.
Making sure that money does not go his opponent's way, and in fact drops the gun of Temps and looks to die to the spike still. So lovely min-maxing here coming in with GALAXYREIGN, but the round still goes to Team Brimstone.
Anh Vũ Vi thì lẽ lấy vậy bé trời. Không ăn mơ game kia nè.
GALAXYREIGN able to afford rifles into this buy round. I mean, for the side of Team Brimstone, they make it out alive with 3 players, able to recover a couple of weapons as well, and
mới cho slow lâu chừng, nhóm slow mày nào nè. Bạn ta nào đi cho mình bạn ta nào phòng. Hello Barry, you know Chinese, yes sir. You don't know I know Chinese.
Pretty decent buy for Team Brimstone here. Where are you?
Oh yeah, still looking really strong, especially with the buffs that the Spectre has had.
Bảo tranh cái restart là sao? Còn cái bật số này, tay bên ấy dùng pistol đó, nó thấy lose lane game, lose lane, lose lane like chụp bao.
Early seem to force presence top of it. You can see the breach now inquisitive through the dark cover, but time being a little bit of silence there as Team Brimstone slowly gathers their forces in towards B.
Prowler to come through here, no information garnered. They are able to grab.
Mình là spectate khẳng đi á. Spectate khẳng kê.
GALAXYREIGN want to get a little bit of action here. Clumsy will pick up that first kill onto IC, but he is tagged down pretty low. Meanwhile, on the other side of the
mà không ai vô mình là kê. Mình phạt. Bà ta chấm phạt cao bị thua là mình muốn lên chờ xa há đó. Cái bọn nó rau nè. Vô việc bạn, vô bạn. Sao mùi bí. Chiêu mà tận lại phải kê tranh đây. Linh một nói nữa ơi. Vòng lông này nè lại. Lưu tịch.
Definitely a great bonus coming in here for the side of Team Brimstone. And that just means GALAXYREIGN have to do a bit of here.
Mà nữ ha nè, mà nữ kia Restream Valorant.
Key ultimates available just as of Clumsy, probably the closest
mai
one.
Lên, nhẹ thêm mai lên đồ.
Still a bit away, definitely. Could be a bit difficult coming to this round.
Mình đã banh mà pha thay rồi. Đấy, con pha. Con sao sắp bị bên mình đi, sao đây?
Yeah, and a lot of the Team Brimstone members are actually 1 point away from their ultimate. Right, even though they don't have it, just an ult orb being picked up right here in A main is gonna afford them that.
Nó là tay ult bây giờ.
Very powerful ultimate, one of the duelist ultimates.
Thì bố là xa từ, xa từ như vậy.
Gonna see if they double back for that ultimate orb. Meanwhile, Paula's gonna spot at least one of the players in towards the elbow position, and now the players on the A side have to be on high alert.
Con bò.
Execute coming through here. We stalled out by the seas and
thác lên khăn rồi đấy các bạn. Bọn cái này bánh khen nó man rồi, bánh một tờ. Các bạn mới thu ra nó kìa. Pad ở nơi thì IC. Mày là cái check mà này IC đâu là hồi này. Là IC nó là OP mọi người. Cho một cái này nó cho lo mà. Linh một cái từ lẽ nó ê bể nhầm này.
Oh, and Reverie coming in from the back of the site doesn't matter.
Anh đi chụp lên va lại mình lên được đồng còn cái bật số bỏ vô. Lôi về đợi rồi nè.
gonna be clutch in these kinds of situations. Double kill found, and they continue on with their dominance. 4 and 0
Được banh vào đây rồi. Mình khi lên mình, giờ nó giống lên vào lần ở cái điểm này giống lên sẵn sàng để sang chơi. Nào, nếu này kẻ ông lên vào bên lên vào bên nãy mơ thì, ông bên nãy mơ thì hay xua than nhưng mà nhom lai nãy mơ nhom miên cả lăng trận nào này đâu ở ngay bên nó nhom nó sạt. What do you guys expect? Nó vì lo lên bài tên nãy lên á, vì ở bài nãy mơ đấy.
Especially since all 5 players on the side of Team Brimstone will be leaning towards this B site, breaking the trips with the paint shell and want to go in fast here. Over the
Cho
site
mình pin
as
tăng
well
PC ở nhóm live time Restream pin ở hồi ở mong tọt ba cái app nuôi nhảy nhảy tọt ba cái app toàn mong lấy nhóm pin này là mong hello is that it cái bắt số này ta dâng lên ở bể sofa này bể sofa là cái bàn bay muốn chọc IC nâng ban đất tệ trời này che chỉ muốn nâng ao chuẩn bị đấy ok Cypher đã bắt bi ấy bắt bay bạn buôn mà bảy bộ môn là bên môn bi này bên thu vi mà mở mi chắp nhâm nhưng mà bom pin này đã ổn bom pin lên một khơi giờ đã ăn khơi như này
first round on the board
không
here
pin lên
for
mình
GALAXYREIGN. Definitely great ultimates coming in, especially the Nightfall right there. Persona, even though he used the showstopper, he wasn't aware that Thom had already swung the angle, taken out Icy, and they were just able to overrun the side off the back of that. Now coming into this round itself, it seems like the money, in terms of the money, Team Brimstone still able to pretty much afford, except for Icy, who probably will opt for that.
Lose lấy nhom lại gần nào này.
Yeah, maybe could get dropped something. Of course, it's gonna be the bucket. But yeah, I mean, credit great retake coming in. They used 2 very important ultimates, but it's still around on the board. That's the most important thing. Get the names on that scoreboard.
Line tweak ở nè mơ mà. Nọ nó vậy hồi bị một.
Meanwhile, Orb gets taken by the GALAXYREIGN.
Mình đã mơ tới tweak ở mà.
And it's a heavy stack here, so they're just trying to push away.
Ngay nè line si sau là donation này, you get out donate. Bây giờ out em line. Ngày nay nhưng mà line nhưng là vô hơi ca nó vô bay họ lôi tên bay xì.
Just playing back a little bit, and it might be the downfall, but Overdrive coming in for the side of Team Brimstone. Spectre is the one who finds that first kill. Trade coming back and forth, but it's the side
cái Spectre mà này IC nó mỏ à.
little bit of an advantage, but Clumsy able to take one off. Back down to 2.
Chắc thảm quá, bàn flash.
And I see on such low HP, it's gotta be HIK to do the brunt work of this.
If thì
GALAXYREIGN being very diligent to worry about a potential
fight. Okay, xong lấy được okay. Nhưng rồi nó bên banh hạp chạy cái tên lư lỏng nó tệ yếu á.
Is positioned up in towards market. Bit of an off angle. Here's the audio fuse as well.
Ôi làm sao?
Chip damage being done.
Be smile lại nữa. Chắp position IC nè bạn. IC. Choáng.
Clumsy's gonna check out that quarter, and now it's on to HYK. 1 versus 2. Isolates the first, drops in the neural effect just to put a little bit of confusion, a little bit of heat under the collar. Second ping comes in, Park has run out of time, and HYK
What a round coming in
for the side of Team Brimstone, and HYK playing the time. Right good play times are high quá.
Perfect play, taking out the first. Here's
Clumsy
the
Spectre,
and he's able to duck and weave between the bullets.
Cái nụ mua oh man nhưng mà đặt bỏ được thi on
play it so well and deny Galaxy the convergent powers invested as well. So coming into this round, it won't really have a lot of retake utility. Perhaps for the side of GALAXYREIGN, they might want to try exploring a couple of extremities on a map here.
Yeah, the way that Sunset is designed is you need to take a little bit of map control, whether it's B main, mid, or A main. Tends to be A main, but despite GALAXYREIGN having this control, you can see the mid was a big problem for them in the round prior this time around. It's only just Park as the rest of his team is worried about mid. He's isolated by his lonesome, dashes away, but Icy tries to catch him, gets hit by the hinder. Has to play a little bit slower, gives Park a little bit of space and time. Nightfall Investor now running in towards the elbow position. Park still stands, catches Persona while trying to spray down someone else. And as the spike goes down, he's right around the corner as Icy with the shotgun in hand. Will he clears out the angle? Yes, he does. Attempts assists him on that issue. Sliding in. Wow, his opponent has been seized up as well. I see he's just on an absolute rampage now. Spectre's position noted. Referee holds strong in the face of adversary. And 6-1 the scoreline.
That was a huge round right there. I mean, it's just taking advantage of the players on the side of GALAXYREIGN. They were just caught.
ចឹងបើយើង play លក្ខណៈថារៀង careful បន្តិចយើងអាចស្រង់ដើមមកវិញបានចឹងបើសិនឃើញមួយ6វាអត់ស្អីខ្ញុំចង់ play ឲ្យតាម map ណា map វាមានអត្ថប្រយោជន៍ទៅលើ defend ហើយនឹង attacker defender attacker map នេះ map ថ្មីហ៎ខ្ញុំលេង
as well able to pick up that round and now look at the buy for the side of GALAXYREIGN. Sheriff's
ឈ្មោះលយដល់តូចទេតែចិត្តធំនេះណែអត់គេលេងឡោអត់មើលឆ្វេងទេ
second one is that now mid is
ពួកគាត់ចាញ់បេកគេចូលមកហើយគេនៅសងខាងហត់អត់ចង់
it seems like GALAXYREIGN on a little bit of a equal round. They try to do something creative.
ឡាឥឡូវហ្នឹង
get
មែន
one kill but that's only onto Persona as Icy have already picked up 3. He's got his ultimate again.
គេខ្ញុំ
Now they have a bit of
ចំចុយតា
an inkling of where the stack is coming from. They hit all 3 sides free for the taking. Should be able to get the spike down and
ជួយតាក់បណ្ដោយអើយមើល HD តាក់បណ្ដោយ
I mean the defenders are so far from the action. This should be
ខ្ញុំអន់វិញ
done and dusted round.
There.
ឆាញ់ហ៎បង
Even
ចង់
if
បាក់
the
លេងមក
defenders
វិញណា
manage
ឆាញ់
to kill all 4 of the players on site, they will have to defuse
ញ៉ាំ
the
លេង
spike
ស្រៀង
anyway, and
ដុតគេហើយ
they're so far away in the first place. I doubt they will have the time to do so. And look at the positions of the players beside the team Brimstone, all 4 looking to ascend their position, waiting for anyone to push through and that is spike right there. They do have a couple of rifles retrieved, so able to go for the save here.
គេចាំ
Like
ជុំ
want
ហើយ
to go hunting.
2-4 អត់ខំដែរយើងសេវមួយកាន់ទុកអីឆក់ IC បានមួយណេអនគេលេងនេះអូយក្បាល
players to find is HYK.
គៀបបណ្ដោយគៀប C បណ្ដោយ
doesn't want to save, wants to stand for the fight. He will pay with his life, doesn't bring a single weapon into us next, but I think that shouldn't be too much of an issue as they that save in the round prior, so they should have all the weapons they want here.
There's going to be a timeout call on the side of GALAXYREIGN as well. So Colin, what do you think GALAXYREIGN can do here?
I mean, they tried to be a little bit proactive, right? I think that round there, they didn't have the best weapons, but they had the right idea. Maybe the timing could have been better as well, because to me, it felt a little bit, they felt a little bit either uncomfortable or wanting to find an answer fast. Like, they're not too comfortable as the rounds go on when the lurks come into play, and it requires a great understanding of how the game has been going. Team Brimstone have had the upper hand, right? GALAXYREIGN needs something either in the form of mid-round aggression or an early pick-off. Regardless of how you want to do it, it's either map control or finding that opening pick. So you have different options, and because you do have that breach, you can come up with a lot of interesting trap setups, whether it's off the contact of the Cypher cam, whether it's contact one of the players. You can go for a stun and a flash and then send the waylay in. Again, it's got to come in some form of proactiveness. Either that or, you know, maybe try and get an ultimate and then go for a retake setup. You know, the round that they won flawlessly, it was with 2 great ultimates. And when you don't have those, you know, you kind of feel a little bit hamstrung.
I feel like mid has always seemed to be the point of contention for the side of Team Brimstone, and so far GALAXYREIGN, they've been giving it up basically free save in the last round where they tried to go for a mid play, but that wasn't on the equal round as well, so definitely not a lot of pressure or like challenge towards challenge being made to Team Brimstone here. They're just able to take this mid space for free.
And this is when my criticism comes in, right? Yes, the Cypher can now spots out their presence, so it's either you try and push for more map control or, you know, you play for that retake setup, because right now they're so worried about top of mid. The utility has been broken. They have no idea if they could be coming in for a flank. You see the Cypher now has to rotate back and watch for that the Omen as well. But this trap setup, this might be the answer here. The right calls, the right place.
But fall line a little bit early here. Prowler spots on a player, but Clumsy just goes for this fight anyway. Stands right in the middle. And is able to pick up a player outside the Team Brimstone. Oh, on the side of the map though. Presence being made by Persona.
Slow joy man. Slow cho hai tù sạm nhưng thật tục đấy.
On 30 seconds left already with that from the shadows, and Thom is just holding his position in market. A bit of chip damage onto a couple of players here as well, but Persona wants to take the fight. Will get Spectre and Jen from up above. Trying to do what he can to thin out the numbers a little bit more. The hero theft to come through to the side of GALAXYREIGN as well, and Nightfall to try and more fights onto the site itself. It's a 1v3. Temp's the only one left alive. He finds one, but Thom will trade him out. That is the second round aboard for the side of GALAXYREIGN.
Alright, there
we go.
It was compromised, but luckily for GALAXYREIGN, no one actually went on for a little bit of a lurk up there. Instead, it's Clumsy to actually find that opening kill. Rather luckily, I would say, right? Because the Paranoia just barely hit him just as he got his opponent dashing in front of his face. So, yeah, after that, they just geared up for a retake setup. You had the Neural Theft available because Persona gave away his death as well. And then the Nightfall just absolutely devastated everyone. No one could hear a thing. HP was decaying as well. So, good job from GALAXYREIGN off the back of the timeout. Let's see if they can replicate a little bit of success here, but it's a fast-paced round, it seems, on the A site this time around. Stuns up. The Aftershock's gonna buy them a little bit of time, force them perhaps in towards elbow. Omen from the shadows now invested, and surely Team Brimstone need to be careful here. The heavy stack on this A site.
Yeah, and the Rolling Thunder available as well to deny any kind of push in. Team Brimstone seem to be privy to this. They did spot out that Aftershock early on, so definitely could be something to look out for. But for the side of GALAXYREIGN, they want to go for the swing. Flashed up is Park, and he will get taken out by Icy. The Rolling Thunder to come through doesn't really catch anyone. It's all going his way of Team Brimstone here.
Something or they just
great pause coming in from Team Brimstone. They let the heat just simmer in towards the A side to force the defenders to be proactive. And while they had the right idea, yes, it's fine to be proactive. The Rolling Thunder absolutely hit nobody. While the players tried to swing out towards elbow, and the Rolling Thunder was headed towards main, so not exactly on the same page on what they wanted to do. No utility in for the swing as well.
Nhưng con thỏ khó đây mà, nào là bên trận mà nhưng bật lại đây cái này nó cũng chưa nhưng mà lại cũng chưa nè.
Sure, exactly, but still, he's gonna try to save his gun. Not to be the case. Persona just flicks on him like it's nothing. And that is a flawless round coming in for Team Brimstone, 8-2.
And
Here's a team chọn mấy có chọn này. Có nên thêm mấy mình để kìa.
Oh my gosh.
Nhưng mà đăng này được. Mấy something or they just knew.
Yeah, that's gonna break the economy of GALAXYREIGN once
again.
Definitely not the best coming into the last few rounds of this round, this half itself. Again, you have that hero rifle. This time on Spectre. Seems like they want to go for a bit of but it seems like for the side of Team Brimstone, sticking to the tried and tested method of playing the mid, trying to get a bit of info here and there before they go in for this execute. Which seems to be leaning towards this A side. Probably will spot out a couple players here.
Got a convergent pass. Oh, but he gets destroyed. Both of them. Icy just goes straight in for the kill. They're unrelenting. They know the kind of prowess that they display on the server right now.
This way. Go, go, go.
And yeah, the hero rifle just lost in the mix. Down with the dead body. Spike goes down.
Hello,
no weapons retrievable as well.
Not much you can vậy
do
nhóm
here
chơi
for
vậy
the
lên đó
side of
mà mình nè đất là nhóm bánh
GALAXYREIGN.
on đá thay vậy đưa
Again,
nhóm hai
Team
cả na trồ
Brimstone.
liền nhưng giống nhóm đưa bên rồi đó
bloodthirsty, want to go hunting.
mình skill khó khăn not born
Two
to be a
players
professional
just
player
waiting in CT, hoping for any kind of push here. Maybe try and punish a couple of players, but it's icy.
nice
The
one
peak will get taken out by the
One
sheriff.
enemy remaining.
Storm finds the third in the mix of things.
máu
So
em
the
đấy
time is running
thôi giống
low.
nào mọi bị sọp luôn
Gun save wouldn't be bad.
muốn
but
nó
in the case here, no. Not
tôi
expecting
tê
him
tại
in
chất
that
không
position.
mà bỏ cái à bánh lôi em ấy
We'll
nói
get a
đã
little bit of
em nhóm đá em nhóm đá bánh mỏ em nhóm đá
Round in the half.
Spectre did go for the hero rifle, right? So he needs a little bit of help here.
em nhóm đá
Yeah.
em nhóm này
2.4k Thom could
Nó
probably
nhóm
drop, yeah.
vô
Guardian
năm
would
nhăm
be
ở
great.
đâu nhóm play một play khỏi này
So decent buy.
vô năm nhăm rồi mình mơ tí mình lên lên pro mà nhóm chưa co mình lên chân lên bên thay rồi
that
chân
you
này
mentioned last round. And the rounds that they've been winning so far have been reliant on retaking with ultimates here. So
Yeah.
I feel like that
exactly.
could really come in handy here. Unless they might want to go for a set play or something. Just spotting a bit of presence outside of B.
Not using the ultimate, but just going for a little bit of inquisitive play there, try to suss out a bit of information. And now here comes the actual flip to the pad from Deep Brimstone. Oh, and it's icy to find the first kill. Conversion paths now answered back by Kark, but he's unable to find any opportunity to find an evening kill.
trăm man ha bên này nhóm squad chụp ăn direct thằng này pack á as a professional player cứ chuyện thua trong khỏi để nhóm man sang Valorant tao mới khỏi mới nhóm man là pack chụp lên nào họ bỏ keo thì sao Spectre đâu dám tỉnh cao
surrounded by 3 players of Team Brimstone, and just like that, as fast as the round starts,
Switching
it ends
sides.
with a 10-2 half favoring Team Brimstone.
one word detail about Khoi
That's a huge lead here for the side of Team Brimstone, and a lot of
Funny.
ultimates invested in the last round
Pero
itself. We
tại
talked
sao?
about the convergent pass on the defender side, but we didn't mention the attacker side. We had the showstopper as well as in the Nightfall. A lot of key ultimates take the side there, and that's exactly what they
cứ
did.
xem
And
phải
even
mua nào hay phải mua làm
investing it
Facebook
from the shadows to try and go for a bit of a lurk play from Temps. Now the sides are swapped. Definitely a
I think
lot
not many
to-
people đang ha ở team
a lot of
Khmer
work to
man
be
tần
done on the side of
think Khmer lên bằng bởi
GALAXYREIGN
team
here, and
sọc
it seems like Team Brimstone not wanting to
Ủa,
let
tao
up
ổn
the
định phải làm
pace
nè.
from the attacker side.
vậy nhóm like bạn này thua là mình cái bạn ổn định rồi
Play mid wants to establish the control, the dominance. And they've been playing all
Be right
game
back.
here.
này
Going
xuống vòng
down
phát
mid.
chọn mùi tơi mùi mà
Trade, smoke comes in. But still,
mình đặt
one for
IC
one.
nó tới khoảng ngặt tiệt
Lose both duelists.
mình đã nó bánh cả hai cho mà
Duelists from Team Brimstone side, so not the worst thing in the world, but information out gone. Thom
Thằng
gets
Nga
spotted
chứ nè,
out
thằng
by the
kì.
sniper cam. Paolo comes
giờ
in,
mơ tới
answered
nè Galaxy
back to
Rain
the nade to keep
Khmer
them
Brimstone
honest.
kì ở đây dân ban pì kì đọc và đá game đang đập bê đã rong thì đập bí dân switch dân ủa thôi ở vậy xuống vô là bên trao lý dân đập bê đập pì đau đau thì đập bấy beli tới trao tới beli bên nhân đâu tới màu cho nên là attacker defender side dân switch tới màu Spectre đã mùi ấy sợ sợ
Come through, but not expecting Reveries
Unexpected
position. He's
target
on for the
down.
ace with 4 kills in
position
the
nè như là
round.
unexpected
1v2 here.
bà đấy phết mình
Clumsy
biết cho
has
lại
to find the timing, the positioning.
là
He
khi ai
does
ở
manage
team
to
Khmer
isolate the player, but it's
I think
Temps
Ruby.
who finds the kill instead.
Ruby I guess
11 points on the board here for the side of Team Brimstone.
Yeah, it
That's what I'm
needed to
saying.
start with the pistol
go.
for GALAXYREIGN have a chance here, but they lose that pistol. They even get the spike down. If they got the spike down, I could see an angle for you to force. You got a little bit more cash for 1 or 2 pieces of utility. But now that you didn't get that spike down, you're up against 11 down 2, like with only 2 rounds.
anh gọi mình đã nó cho mình play ra ha cái
You
do
don't
mình
force
expected
here. It's almost as if you're kind of accepting fate, and they aren't really gonna go for it. You've got
Find you.
a couple of sheriffs, an outlaw in the mix on Spectre, which might be an opportunity to get an opening kill, but the missed shot there, Icy's gonna find that out. Paranoia hits perfectly. Oh, and you recall back to an
ultimate move,
exposed
but-
spot. Icy will easily collect that frag onto Park.
Yeah, numbers
Ở
down
đây em tới
already
hàng
here
push
for
với
the
nhá.
side of GALAXYREIGN. They
Nên
do
là
have
bóc
that
quanh rồi.
outlaw though, and
Mình đã
4
bóc kẹt
players on
rồi
the
ha.
side of Team Brimstone now on either half or
Mình
regen
kinh you still
shield,
here?
so there
Map
is
nước map
opportunity
map
to do a lot of
attacker
damage
của
here.
defender side
The timing
I'm not sure
could be good here for the side of GALAXYREIGN as well, but 3 players leaning towards this A side already. Definitely not going to be an easy takeover on this A side, not when an outlaw is going to be falling down on the ground as Persona finds the kill. Hate shells almost does Clumsy in as well. Tag down so low. 3v5, so much work to be done here.
I mean, Team Brimstone don't need to do anything, right? They're happy to play for a bit of a retake out towards B. They have 4 players just stacked on this A site. Both angles, both choke points, high-low setup.
No!
Easily catches that one.
Không muốn lên này
Step of HP. The last kill is undeniable. Icy with the quad. And Team Brimstone up to
Lập pi bà đây. Cái này là cái bàn lập bay muốn nè.
It's match point in map 1 already, and GALAXYREIGN definitely not looking great right now, and they have so many rounds if they want to have a chance to come back into this map itself. And look at the buy, it's not the best, especially since Spectre himself invested in the previous round.
Sad
What they have is 2 rifles. They do have a Guardian, a Stinger in a mix, which could be deadly, but look at this set play coming in for the side of Team Brimstone, immediately taking out 3 players on the side of GALAXYREIGN. Hard looking to even out the numbers, but down to 1v3 here. Just managed to walk away with a Stinger though, and it's Hems who will be doing him an outlaw shot to the body.
Game team ai kia.
Map 1 going the way of
Đây dân lên bẻ Sapphire đây, nhưng hai game sau là
dominance. Absolute dominance. 13-2. Team Brimstone were just on a different level. So yeah, taking a look at the scoreboard here. IC sits atop a throne of 23 kills, 10 deaths, 6 first bloods. He was the driving force on Team Brimstone throughout that entirety. And I mean, he's backed up by a deadly squad as well, so it's just really a one-way street. Team Brimstone just did not let up on any of that pressure.
Like IC now,
IC just showing off his dominance, continuing
why she low-key look like Killjoy.
Fire from the previous rounds itself, and 6
for real.
definitely no.
She low-key look like
but
Killjoy.
I mean, we gotta give a bit of credit to the side of GALAXYREIGN itself, themselves as well. Thom did a pretty good job at holding down a couple sites, so a couple of times. But fortunately for them, it is Team Brimstone who have that better coordination, the better firepower coming into this map of Sunset itself. Now, map 2 though, on Bind, would that be a different story is the question.
Yeah, I mean, we can have a different conversation about that one, but surely the players have been definitely roughed up. They have their feathers roughed up right after this one. It's gonna need a little bit of a reset, a mental reset to come into the next map refreshed and understanding that map 1 was just map 1, right? It's done and dusted. You gotta focus up. It's a marathon, not a sprint in this best of 5 grand finals. GALAXYREIGN versus Team Brimstone will continue. After 1 year, but stream on Facebook 1 ឆ្នាំជាង 2 ឆ្នាំឡើយណា So stay tuned. We'll be back after this little break.
Okay, break. Lên bẻ Sapphire nó này cái break hay giờ 4 tí. Lấy mơ mục em sao nó chẳng gì kia. Chụp mơ hai từ chập cho sân mấy bạn chọn trò. Phê cho ăn thơm nhông đó. Em ế nhông này, bánh màu em ế nhông đó. Gài, bánh nhỏ em ế nhông đó. Em ế lên ngập bài cái nè. Em ế nhông mấy gài. Ai mang ở bậc căn thì mình phận thật tất cả nhỉ like thư à mấy tài mấy tực mấy thằng làm mình là cái pad cùng mơ like như mày chẳng đừng nó sẽ thơm mấy cùng vui người ra được nhưng mà hot là phép thư này Facebook bay on này yeah mình bay mình hai thằng nàng không men đã ơi bật copyright đó là sao nữa nhớ nè cái này ở nè mới nó lên Facebook á nhưng mà cái này dân nè lên vào đến ở hai chị đắng hay ha cái miền thua lên cái giống á sau du gái mớiតាម Facebook complete chị xem nè mới ngày mà nè khả năngតាម position đó mà macro skill about game fate team game đó mình position angle cho so unexpected mà nhưng mà expect tham mình đang cho cho người đó bây giờ là player giống man từ point sẽ cái I mean em Chọc xe ta lại nữa nè. Mình tại này sật bẹt ở đấy chứ. Lại bồn ngọt ở đây, sật bẹt ở đấy nè. Nhưng mà stream ngày em nắng ở chóp nữa nên mới maiยัง cover ជាមួយនឹង GALAXYREIGN Rain កាលមុន Rain Esport ឥឡូវចូលជាមួយនឹង Galaxy ឯងមិនលួចម៉ៃប្រហែលចឹងហេម៉ៃគេលក់ពេញផ្សារបាយអូគាត់ចាប់គាត់យកប្រើដែរបានវៃមែនតាថ្មីដល់នេះស្អាតអត់អត់មែនតាថ្មីពណ៌red wine យកលេងយ៉ាងច្រើនធ្វើមិនម៉ៃលវិញមកដែរមិនអត់ទេលេងពួកគាត់លេងហ្គេមនោះ4នាក់គ្រប់ហើយលេងអីគេព្រោះលេង Battlefield ខ្ញុំអត់លេងតែលេងពួកវាធ្វើអីកាត់ឡើយអត់ស្អាតហើយស្អាតគឺមកមិនស្អាតគេសម្រាប់បន្តិចណោះនេះចូលលេងឡើយចូលលេងវិញឡើយHello mình Hoan nèដូច alien អូខេខ្ញុំតែមើលមេរៀនហើយ because next week exam សុំពាក្យជូនពរមួយមកអូអាទិត្យក្រោយណោះជូនពរស្អីពីថ្ងៃហ្នឹងទៅញ៉ាំចិត្តដល់ថ្ងៃជូនពរម្ដងចាំមកវិញជូនពរពីថ្ងៃទៅវាហាតាមខ្យល់ហើយចិត្តដល់ថ្ងៃចាំមកវិញមកកុំនិយាយទឹកខ្នុយនិយាយខ្នុយតរិញមកពិបាកស្ដាប់ហ่ะពេលខ្លះអានឹងចាំនិយាយមួយខ្នុយទៅអាទឹកខ្នុយហ្នឹងឆ្ងាញ់ពេលទៅកុំភ្លេចញ៉ាំសាំងវិចសូកូឡាហងខ្ញុំទៅខ្ញុំញ៉ាំសាំងវិចហើយញ៉ាំម៉ាឆាមួយកែវ8000ប៉ុណ្ណាណីយកហ្វេហៅម៉េះលើbọn chị nhưng mà ha cô á người men à hai mà háo với dùng dù tiếc mẹ lời bọn chị nhưng mà ha cô á men à dạ bài ta ha like và đấy Restream và đấy cứ miền nhà mơ tê như mình game mobile của mình game entertain này nào khi miền dây mà money đăng PK follower thank you là cái chỗ bên này
best of 5 between Team Brimstone as well as GALAXYREIGN here for Leviathan Skirmish 2025. My name is Gwen. Joining me here is going to be Coleman. We're in for a treat on map. It's going to be on the map of Binary. Just a quick recap.
How mẹ lử, dụ tích mẹ lử. Trời bạn đất anh là bậy bát á. How mẹ biết anh gì lo vậy đó cái mình. Anh đi tranh mong là nào tha the type of person who chụp clip đó hành thoát mẹ lử. Nó actually thoát cho giá.
Well, what we do know they're doing is
tôi nhớ mơ tăng bạn follower đó luôn anh đã mơ cho mình chậm exam ba đó chơi chậm mà mới nhầm vô bị chụp hình nắng ấy là tức khối nó ăn chú bóp bị lỡ bị hai đạm cho đấy nói nó hunter mà nè lại xe của lấy con
synergy didn't seem right there. So maybe now with the proper
lại xe của mấy nè mơ đây ở từ lên game SBA cái ăn mơ tê về thun sờ bài thằng nè lên tê
going into the map of Bind which I think it is Galaxy
tôi pro nó phải Iron nè
so everything looks good for them, right? They've got their starting five, they're on that map pick. This is a map that they did show prowess in terms of the strategies yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago in the semifinals. So I am looking forward to a much stronger GALAXYREIGN here. They just need to remember, right, map 1's over, just focus in on what's ahead of us.
Yeah, and I mean, from what we saw in their semifinals itself, I didn't like what I saw from GALAXYREIGN. They had a lot of like
mấy cái mưa tới command mưa cái nó gọi là command rồi dương nó thuộc mày ủa giờ sao mày là cái lên game computer đây cái này game computer nghĩ mày nè mưa ảnh lên UI là vậy món đích mega mind món tắm mega mind là like game computer rồi sẽ làm vụ nè like game SBS លក្ខណៈបាញ់គ្នាលាក់ view ទៅណ៎គ្នាមើលធុញដូចគ្នាហ្នឹងមេកំម៉ៃហងខ្ញុំនាំខ្ញុំអត់ល្បីទេទៀតចូលជួសថាស្អាតម៉ែមានធប់មានហ្នឹងមានអត់ខ្ញុំនិយាយមែនតើណាគ្នាក្នុងឡាយយើងត្រូវរៀនមានចលធម៌ក្នុងខ្លួនមនុស្សយើងអត់ដែរស្គាល់មិនពួកម៉ាក់យើងមិនអ្នកស្និទ្ធយើងអត់មានត្រូវទៅសួរគេហើយថតមែនលើមកហៅមែនលើ
Yeah, it's
I go nang bạch cam kê barian này it's a common sense so chơi hoa không luôn là dân cất chinh luôn ai nhưng đấy thời nhảy bẹp nó mẹ nhóm bạch cam chở này đang nhóm kẹp nào không hiểu this is what manner what we call manner.
But yeah, you know, just go with whatever you're comfortable with. Seems like not neon. Raze is gonna be the option coming in from IC. And hey, he absolutely dominated the previous map. So whatever agent he wants to pick, I'm okay.
And live you tick mà
yeah, I mean, I think this should be the same comp for.
Question, what question is that?
What question is that? Swap off onto the Yoru before on the map of Pine. And I feel like the Raze Yoru can be very strong as well. But what do you think of the Raze Yoru versus
anh nó coi video số cái ai khóa mày lần mày cho mấy cái này sao bây tới cho tao chắc cho cái số Galaxy ha đang Galaxyrei này em ngày giật mơ là thăm nhiều đi PC game cho hai nó mà like xong rồi yeah chỉ biết sao SBS game năng ngon mà game lại là đôi một khơi đôi mày mày lên năng biết bài đây đi và game SBS này cứ ha biết ngắt tịnh mồm biết ngắt nè mơ cứ cọt sao mơ thì
and even the boombot, right? Giving you a
hello,
little bit of
hello.
So it's a little bit more tempered. It's not as all full in as a Waylay comp, but you know, IC can make anything work, right? He is an incredible player. This time around, it's an interesting setup. Just walking out of hookah by their lonesome. They break the Cypher tripwire, but that's the call for the
defender
towards the side itself. GALAXYREIGN.
Oh, okay. Đẹp luôn.
The side smoke here and Dom in their back lines. An absolute
cái defender đó cái phu dương mình.
Still find that kill. HYK wreaking havoc as that anchor in towards this A side. Got assistance from Persona as well. The flash to clear the back of the side. But Ross now comes in, catches them blindsided, and now the double flank from the side of Team Brimstone eventually comes to the
Ross!
Back of the site as Ross jump spots.
Làm gì tới? Right click.
One first on contact. Catches onto Rebri.
Mình ấy chia muối chênh bá chia muối
á. Just 10 HP.
Chia muối ấy. Đó. Can't one more. There's streaming on Twitch right now. Yeah. There's streaming on Twitch right now. But trong tầm mơ nè lửa nè. Lewian Esports.
Great catch coming in.
Hello, Tông Rồi.
Even though he doesn't spot out any players like
hơi cho một
một cái aware that there could be a push out from he's able to catch IC off guard, taking him out of the count. And for the side of GALAXYREIGN, definitely a great pivot all over onto the A side itself. You can see the change of pace as they spot so many players going in for that flank, overrunning onto the side and able to pick up that pistol round win. Definitely a great start coming into the second map here now. Able to afford all these weapons as well. And for the side of Team Brimstone, though, seems like they want to go for a 4-man fight outside the showers here.
Follow now.
This lurk smoke definitely warning signs. The flash comes in, but Clumsy picks up a double. Ross there to keep things. One enemy remaining. The snipe though has been lost. And what is this? Down A. Just lines up a double kill.
But I make it.
Collateral drops in a little bit of a big do smoke wall. And the Stinger though, I thought it's gonna be able to do it, but no. Temps on for the clutch in a 1 versus 1. Sheriff in his hands, and Temps with the quad kill to shatter GALAXYREIGN's dreams. Tears them apart outside of showers.
That came out of nowhere, like left field. Like you would not expect that coming in from your controller player, but Temps steady shot there, great aim, great crosshair placement as well, able to go for that 1-2 punch outside the showers, even though his teammates have been taken out, and he's just able to clutch up that round with a Sheriff itself, and that's gonna break the economy for the side of GALAXYREIGN. You can see the investment Sheriffs as well as a couple of Buckies in the mix. For some kind of aggression here, but Persona fight too. It's Clumsy who has to pick up the pieces. He's too far away. That Bucky not ideal for these kind of ranges.
Everyone on Team Brimstone now taking turns to do ridiculous stuff. Icy is just pushing the issue, really searching for that kill as Storm will keep him honest. Respect side of Galaxy Rain, but while all that commotion Restream double flank on the cards here as Reverie teams up with HYK, and right around this corner they both get spotted out, but it's Storm this time with his own sheriff to find a double kill. Neural Theft to reveal the information as they bolt straight towards this side, but who reaches it first? Blood smoke comes in from Thames, this runs across, but Storm shuts him right down. Quad kill already for the Cypher. Looking for the final nail in the coffin. It's Persona. He's been tagged up. No HP from his initial engagement. And Thom sits upon the tube in an off angle. Sees the elbow and will convert the ace. Thom comes up clutch with all 5 kills.
Insane coming in for right there. With the Sheriff able to do so much damage to the players on the side of Team Brimstone. And you can see the awareness that he has as well off the back of the Neural Theft. He notes that Thames is almost on that side, and he just goes for that angle, the off-angle peek on the tube's position. And he's able to pick Thames off that Team Brimstone as well. And look at the economy right now. Just shares across the board. Icy taking matters into his own hands, but Park will shut him down. Reverie definitely at a crazy love health here.
Yeah, I think just let both squads play sheriffs. Maybe that's the answer. Because both sides are hitting absolutely crazy shots right now. Tempered down to a 3 versus 3 clumsy. Eventually gonna catch on the Reverie, but there's still more sheriffs in the mix.
Yeah, and Thames is still alive here.
That's all he did.
Definitely.
But so is Thom.
Hold on. Sheriff.
Oh no!
What is going on?
check it, that Cypher.
Round after round, thrifty after thrifty.
This one best of 5.
All across the board, and it's Thames with his heroics once again, bringing Team Brimstone to a tie here, 2-2.
Some people say it's high noon somewhere in the world. Well, it seems like it's high noon all the time in this map. Both teams just taking turns with the Sheriff to go toe-to-toe. And when will it stop, Grammy? 2-2? You think things will continue on?
I mean, there's no Sheriffs now.
Oh, well, fair enough. Okay, well, there goes the streak.
Unless you count the ones we already have. Persona is just gonna go for that peek onto Ross. That's the Brimstone out of the count for the side of GALAXYREIGN. No more smokes for them. HYK does spot out Thom as well. It seems like the A execute gonna come through here. Thames wants to try and get ahead of things. Spots out that stinger though, so I really want to give the advantage here for the side of GALAXYREIGN.
Diamond IC Linh Neon xả 2 đài thêm kìa.
Gotta drop down his utility assistant.
Mua YouTube số chứ, không cho mặt game mà mua YouTube nữa.
His teammate to just clear out all these close corners, but no one's home, right? 4 players still anchoring down that A site as the entirety of GALAXYREIGN make a beeline towards this B site. HYK now under pressure, pops to the cage, hears all this information, all the noises around his site. Buck goes down, Bucky in his hands, not the ideal range, but Spectre though has the weapon of his fallen enemy. Reverie though flooding in towards the side with Icy, and they just get obliterated thanks to the Nightfall, low HP, easy pickings for Team Brimstone.
That was a Nightfall for the side of GALAXYREIGN as well. Heavy investment coming in to try and win out the round. Unfortunately, not gonna pay off, but we got a couple of sheriffs in around now.
Yeah, maybe now's the time. Persona, we saw him with that opening kill in the round previous. This time he's got that up again towards the right side of the map. Let's see if he can make it work.
A great read, though. That's where a lot of players on the side of GALAXYREIGN seem to be heading, and he's gonna find that pickup onto his counterpart Spectre here.
Yeah, well, that's one way to counter the sheriffs, right? Bring the biggest gun in the game. I guess you could say his second biggest gun.
Thom gets taken out as well. That's the only rifle on the board, I believe. HYK goes for the aggressive peek. Persona spots his position, able to make things work. Wants to go for the fight. Reverie with the backup right there. Headshot onto Park. And it's Team Brimstone who are able to widen this lead here.
Yeah, that op definitely showing its presence, forcing GALAXYREIGN to respect it. They can't just waltz up willy-nilly up belong. One of the longer range fights lanes on this map. So lovely read coming in from Persona, makes the most out of his weapon, forces GALAXYREIGN to play a lot more scale, a lot more respectful. And yeah, they don't lose to the 50 this time around.
Okay.
Who's next?
Right off the bat, a dimensional drift coming in on the attack is slight by Persona. This takes the teleporter. Goes for the kill that up, gets out Thom. Park wants to try and even out the numbers. Go for a play here, but there's two players hiding in showers. Temps will get them played. The numbers that go into the hands of Team Brimstone here. Ross playing it close.
Yes!
Right. Just even out the numbers. Against the elbow, but it's Temps who picks up the kill.
Last player
from the back, but dimensional drift gives away the information for Clumsy.
No, Spectre.
1v1 here, Spectre. 1v3. Not in his favor as well, but the big thing for Persona is the one who finds the final kill.
Gonna be the one to clear out the teleport right in the nick of time. You can see the diffuser. I think it was referee. Just not aware of that potential, but great job from Persona to flick as fast as he did. And that is 4 rounds in a row, Grammy. This is Team Brimstone finding the groove.
Yeah, Team Brimstone just kind of running away with the map right now.
Chỉ một đi phang chạm vào nó đó, còn mấy toàn máu sẽ plus xả hai. Chỉ mà băng sọ rằng hot stream rồi. Bro, why you slow bên năng? Lên gặp chị ở lên ấy.
Thom does have
chị nhưng mà bố tại bạn nói kia nhưng toxic page chụp lên.
Already saw the kind of damage that he was able to do. But he will be
just on sheriff watch.
He might be kept honest here. Oh, he might not be aware.
Towards the side they go. Point gets identified. And the orbital strike just to clear out Spectre. Park finds one more back, but Icy's there.
Ôi, mong in thanh này mày cho tẹo nhỉ?
Still skirmish on towards the side. It's the showstopper that catch onto Ross. Like truck, it flies around. Thom eventually falls victim to the patient Persona. HYK with the final kill on his wing. He will eat it up. Clumsy goes down. And a quick round coming in from Team Brimstone, instantly stalling out that execute on the A side.
And that should break the economy on the side of GALAXYREIGN as well. They forced their way to things. Forced the side itself, unfortunately not really paying off for them. And Thom seems to be on the opposite buy side at this point.
He's either the hero rifle or the sacrificial low buy pistol guy on the buy round.
You guys don't know PC game community nó sọc mai nhưng doesn't really work.
Wow, my eyes are down.
But he's got the information. HYK spots out a boatload of players up towards B long.
And this time the up not laning towards this B side, so players of GALAXYREIGN able to scale up B, but
look at the rotations.
Yeah, I mean there's already 4 players over on this side of the map for the side of Team Brimstone. So the execute here could be not the best play you could go for if you're GALAXYREIGN here, but could this be an overextension though? Thom with that hero rifle able to take out the op. Persona will be falling over on that A side, and you see the rotation with Temps. He's slowly walking back.
No information on the A side. Eventually you can hear the teleporters just ringing out, and that is the call for the entirety of the defense to rotate over here. The Molly comes in just in the nick of time, burns up a couple of toes, but Temps just wants to dive straight in towards the action. Jiggle shots just to convert only 1 kill though, and a chance now for the attackers here with man advantage, and Thom just on a
vô mà đón nó
rampage.
quên đâu.
He said that
Nó
he
lôi
was on
quên.
the flip side of the economy. Well,
Nó lôi
he's
quên.
flipping the
Trên đây,
tables. It's a quad
À,
kill
ngay.
again. And Clumsy for the final one. It's a thrifty round, but not.
Dạ mà sao phải yên khăn nè dân ban
It's the
to cái đây
hero
nè.
rifle of Thom.
Dạ tiếng nguyên đang bắn phải yên khăn mà.
Heroic
Not
play right there.
PP.
Just, I mean, taking out Persona right off the bat there. The patience paying off for Thom on that lurk. As he opt down. The rotation for Temps definitely coming in at a great time, but unfortunately for him, he was traded out almost immediately. And GALAXYREIGN able to just stall this momentum that's been building for the side of Team Brimstone, able to afford back into this round itself. It was a thrifty round, so full rifles across the board for the side of GALAXYREIGN and full shields as well. Persona really buys that up. Doesn't really want to make it known just as of yet.
Ôi.
Expecting a TP as well, taking
Thuy
out
P mất
Spectre.
đông rồi.
That's gonna hurt for GALAXYREIGN right there.
Suy chạp rồi Thuy P mà đông.
Persona's not
Ngạ.
missing a single shot. You still want to test him. You just saw him obliterate one of your duelists, dropping a little bit of a lurk smoke in, allows them to scale up. Persona find that angle there. It allows GALAXYREIGN to creep up at least to control over Octagon, but the flash comes in. He try K wants to take the fight on. It's
Này.
hit by the hindered though. Love the utility coming in
À,
from
môi tơ, môi máu.
GALAXYREIGN as now Thom
Trong sai phơ cả lọc ấy.
creeping up towards
Not-
the east side, tries to find an
Nice one.
opportunity,
Ôi,
and
lôi,
so
lôi,
he
lôi,
will
lôi, lôi,
get
lôi, lôi.
again on his leg. He finds success.
Lơ lơ lơ
to
lơ
find
lơ
the
lơ.
pick.
Lơ, cục máy cái đất
How
ra
does
đó.
he navigate now? Creeping up towards the triple
Ôi,
boxes.
mới tăng
Meanwhile,
thủ.
Temps
Bro, ôi timing trôi mà cái đồ mà
trying to
game nó
find
timing.
out where he
Cái
is,
mà
but
game nó
he's
game
right
timing
below
ở cái
him.
đó
Yeah,
mà.
Grammy, the timing could not have been worse for Temps as Thom just
Sao bay
sneaks in.
caster có vậy?
Icy
Timing
is
could
pushed
have
up
been
short
worse.
as well.
Bật đâm.
It's a flip of the
Sapphire,
table.
bật Sapphire. Ui, bay
Thom
cái
is
đó
in
đang
their
kia
spawn,
nè.
and so is Icy. Who gets the impact first, and who finds it greater? Temps now in towards his opponent's smoke. Park actually gonna catch him, so he's pushed down towards B.
Ô, man gì nè.
Eventually,
Ô,
Thom's gonna
anh
catch up to Temps.
gêu cái đất bị gãy
And the
lại.
ball is now taken as Icy's gonna be found out. But is it too little? Is it too late? One spot on the corner.
Cop,
Oh, but the
cop,
Nick
cop,
actually
cop.
catches onto Roz now.
No.
You're 1 versus 1 up against the player that was so clutch for GALAXYREIGN. Tap of the spike, spotted out.
Right,
HL comes
right.
through, but it's Thom again
right.
and again.
Game
Multi-kill
này,
monster.
carry
The
by
clutch up the round for
tôi tê
GALAXYREIGN.
tại cho thùng.
The amount of impact that Thom has on this map right now is just insane. Like round after round, you can just see his lurks have been paying off so well. This time around, he gets a huge timing onto Temps.
Timing thôi
Well,
mà.
before that,
Nè em mình.
before the side of
Brimstone vô môn nữa, thêm phết ra còn ạ. Lại bạn
just paid off so well, even down to the 1v1, even when it came
Like
down to the
an
wire, he did not make it look close at all this time. It seems like Team Brimstone gonna go for a bit more aggressive of a play. Hunt to come through.
Thôi tình hồn vui ta, cái banh tình hồn vui ta.
Seems like for the side of GALAXYREIGN, they're kind of expecting this aggression.
And he got that ult orb. That is
Bây giờ anh chỉ
solid
coi thì anh.
consolation, but you can see the heavy rotation now coming in from Team Brimstone, expecting it.
Sẽ gặp lại cái lại từ trên.
As Persona's gonna catch him with the flag. Finally,
Oh,
an opening duel that
140.
Thom
Ô,
does
đi
not
ca
win.
lên rốt lọt 10
Yeah,
floor
big
vậy.
fight now towards the showers as GALAXYREIGn
Còn
mops
lói
up those two
lên
kills.
rốt lọt đã chứ. Ông rồ lên rốt lọt.
You have Spectre just on 1 HP when Remy still playing at the side.
Ờ.
Formation
Bay
will
bốn
be
bay bốn,
garnered.
phần này thằng dương vô đu dương xem tình tình.
Hinder to come through as well, denying any swing from that close
À
right
thì mệt bây
angle.
giờ.
HYK
Mình sao
though,
kịp mình sao tiếp.
position
Ôi,
not noted
bay cái
just
ba lên
as
bật
of
ta.
yet. What's out the hit there, I believe, for Persona as well.
Bật đây bật
You're
lại.
aware of his position,
Một
but it
bạn.
doesn't matter because he's
Phải
just
gỡ đặt
gonna
kia
take
mình
that
bạn.
fight right there.
Không gì.
Referee now at the back of the
Việc đó nó
side.
chưa mà tao nói nữa.
Position noted as well. They spam through that
Rồi
bomb.
game ló mới đó
HYK
nè.
is playing it slow
1p với
pace,
the ball.
playing
Đây xem mà
patiently,
thị trấn.
waiting
Thế rồi
for
cái
the
thằng.
smoke to
Cô quạt nhằm
dissipate
ấy
there.
reaction man lùn mấy
Angle
yeah.
to be held by Spectre,
That's what's so
though,
good
as
about
Park
being a
expected
professional
the duo
player.
is
Your reaction so
duo.
slow, it cannot
Dynamic
be.
duo on the side of GALAXYREIGN.
Ôi, xong đời reaction
Will
khác
find
đến
this
của bạn.
round kills, and it's the last round in the
Dạ
half.
6 phém đó mấy đấy.
Some way
Dân speak đó
GALAXYREIGN
6 phém
managed
bởi dân cái ao game pop phém gọi nè. Người ta game thì bắn lên nó đôi game môn này game môn như hiện
Three rounds
bây
in
giờ.
a row, Grammy. Slowly
Good,
but
good,
surely,
good.
they could even find themselves with a tight scoreline, right? 6-6 potential. They've got the ultimate advantage as well. We've got the orbital strike, convergent paths, two fantastic ultimates to, either get control of a site or even play in the postman. So big timeout now being called by the side of Team Brimstone, really trying to evaluate their options.
Là
They
nó
don't
mong
have
mà,
any
nó
ultimates
chọc
right
luôn là
now,
mình.
but the both of the duelists 1 off each. So you can see ideas perhaps flying around, maybe playing for the ultimate orbs, playing a little bit of retake setup, maybe going for more aggression that they've been showing throughout this entire half. But GALAXYREIGN, as we saw in the round previous, expected that kind of advanced positioning for Team Brimstone. They took the fight into showers, beautifully dealt with it, and yeah, eventually converted that to a round win.
Yeah, and I feel like if your Team Brimstone here, this round is very, very dangerous to go for any kind of aggressive play on, because you have GALAXYREIGN. GALAXYREIGN, they have the computer pass, they have the auto strike. That's just able to shut down any kind of aggression, even maybe get a kill with those ultimates there if they so choose to use it in any kind of scenario. But more aggressive play coming in for outside short here. He's gonna get caught out though. Roz and Park find
nice start.
And Temps is just walking back to side with his tail tucked between his legs. Just has to hold on to what he can.
Yeah, and that is the read that's come in for GALAXYREIGN right now. They're expecting that kind of aggression coming in from the defense. So Roz picks up an op. I think it's hold down one of the extremities, catches a player just walking up, creeping up. And his teammate gonna convert the second one. So now 3 versus 5. Team Brimstone very much lacking here. Gets incredible double spray. But Thom is there for the trade, and he keeps this side honest. Restream makes his presence known, tagged up by the neural theft, but he's still alive back on the side to see. Slows down this eventual push, but the smoke with any impact. Orbital strike to flush out the backside position as the spike goes down. 2 versus 3, doable. hehheheh advanced positioning just as I say, so the smoke comes in. Geysers his position as Reverie goes down. It's just hehheheh. 1 versus 3 behind the wall of smoke, and so much more he could do. His thumb is wrapped around him. Nice his position. He was the one to trade out Temps, the one to actually get the site under control, and the one to 17-9 leading the charge. And it's 6-6 at the half scoreline.
Yeah, back to square one here for both these teams. It's gonna be pistol, side swap as well. And both those outs that you mentioned for Persona as well as IC, they just both got immediately shut down right off the bat, with GALAXYREIGN just expecting that aggression there. And this time GALAXYREIGN over on the defense. I want to see how they want to play this double duelist, because from what we saw in the previous time, they have the Yoru Cypher on one of the sides and the 3 more aggressive, arguably more aggressive agents on the other side of the map. Park wants to go for a fight, but Persona will keep him in check.
Yeah, 1v3 is not exactly favorable in an equal pistol round. So again, it's a great advantage that Team Brimstone have manufactured, but it's fast on the flank. You can see 2 players already coming up swiftly. Inspector has run out of his gate crash, so he cannot bypass that trip. Has to go the long way around.
Just watching for a long flank here, but the timing could be good for him. Those spots out of Brimstone on his iPad, choosing to play so patiently with the trigger discipline. I don't know at all. Finally, the flank spotted, but Inspector will collect. Persona tries to go for a refrag Reverie as well, and it's down.
It's doable. The Cypher has rotated back around to a different position. But meanwhile, as all of that is happening, Team Brimstone taking the initiative, playing aggressive, isolated pick, and now they just need to worry about the flank. Thom spotted out. Persona perfectly done. Quad kill found from the Yoru. There was a double flank coming in. Temps unknown. Potential and none the wiser, but still Persona with his quad kill keeps them alive.
Yeah, and even though Temps did spot out Thom who won out at that 1v1 down short as well, so definitely great attempt, coming in for the side for GALAXYREIGN. This time not really gonna invest anything into this round itself, just gonna try and get a bit of information, perhaps go for a bit of trap play here. Persona will pick up the kill onto Park. Still 3 players left alive in this small corner right here. Goes for the check.
Bạn môi.
Through, but
đã bị khát bạn. Sợ. Tốt cái liệp đấy đó.
Temps collects 2 more.
Brimstone lên lõ mà. Trong live với nhà live nơi YouTube ngày nó nhưng mà live lơ Facebook là sao nào như Restreamerជាមួយនឹង Valorant là sao nhưng club live Valorant នៅលើ Facebook that's why yes អ្នកnói để cho mọi người check like and share ម្នាក់មួយអ្នកនៅ Facebook អ្នកនៅ YouTube កុំភ្លេច check like មួយ subscribe ម្នាក់មួយហ្នឹង
On the other side of the map.
ខ្ញុំចង់បាន 20k មកដាច់ឆ្នាំមកអត់ Can I get 20k before 2025 end
somehow
ខ្ញុំដាក់8ចេញ 8k ឯង
teleporter and perhaps head in. That might be the best option right now because
Hello guys, welcome back.
spawn is definitely off limits.
Yeah, I mean there's 4 players there. You can see the players.
How are you guys? How are you?
Making sure that Tom doesn't actually go for the ninja defuse.
Sad
Position is noted though for that tripwire, and they will be watching for him. But
Tom này anh
he's
thêm
gonna
một
be
chút.
running low.
Bạn
He's
này
gonna try and die to the spike here.
đái
Again,
tới
not much
Cho đánh lui
investment
nha.
for the side of GALAXYREIGN, so going into this next round definitely gonna have.
Bạn subscribe
something
YouTube.
worth it.
Likeនៅ YouTube Facebook
I
chụp
think if
like
you
như
actually
vậy
just take a look at GALAXYREIGN's kill
chọn bà ra
distribution, I mean,
đừng
not even just that, right?
On
Just look at the
jet bà
rounds
ra.
that they've won. I swear at least 4 or 5 rounds have been won thanks to Thom, right? His impact is absolutely impeccable. The bit of a worrying thing is that he seems to be the only one that's really finding that sort of crazy impact, right? His duelists, yes, they get the space, but you know, if 1 or 2 more players of GALAXYREIGN match him in terms of the impact, then we could have a very much stronger GALAXYREIGN here. So still have time for the rest of the team to find their groove here on this map, but it's gonna be another massive brawl here towards Showers. We've got 8 players in the server on this side of the map, just
Ôi.
a wall of smoke. Hits
Bắn
the
cho là
clone,
clone này nè.
attempts to be the one to actually kill Spectre. Not sure
Muốn
how
lên
to
chiếc cua
get
dương
through the
lắm.
smoke as Clumsy just answers right back, keeping them honest and a bit of a neutral field now as both sides evacuate.
Yeah, and short is being watched for as well by Ross here. It seems like they want to just hold on to the
Mình
shower
đi
position,
OT
don't
vậy mà
wanna
biết rồi
let
cảm ơn
Team
mình
Brimstone go in for any kind of A split here.
Trời
And
này
just leaving Thom over on his lonesome on the other side of the
bạn sẽ
map.
đi này
Execute to come through here for the side of Team Brimstone as Persona. Gonna be walking up towards U-Haul here. Tem still at the back trying to find what he can. Does get a bit of chip damage, but will get traded back and help himself. Ross spots out Persona. Hold on to that space, but it's Persona who picks up the kill instead.
Here.
Well, these players are pretty
30
low
seconds
here.
left.
Thom. Cavalry has arrived. Trades
Spike
coming back and
down
forth. It's
A.
down to the 2v2 though, and Persona's position still being held.
One enemy
20 seconds left on the clock. Persona is the
bạn.
one who finds both these kills, and it's a bonus round here
Trời,
going
cái đó mà tao nói
away
xem một vé
of
dương
Team
ạ.
Brimstone.
bọn nó ron man tới kia tiếp
Just a little bit of a pause, right? That comes in from the attacking side. They didn't get the spike down. They
nhưng Phật
couldn't
năm mà nhưng
get
Phật
the
pro
spike
là
down,
lợi ngụy
but
đi đó nào nè
they didn't fluster too much. They were confident in their aim.
vậy
They
đó dương
were
lên bẻ sao
very
phai mà sao gì
patient,
vậy nó giờ chinh ngắt tế
waited
Brimstone
for
kia chinh nhé
GALAXYREIGN to feel a little bit, you know,
Brimstone mà này
unsure of their
Cái lên mà
position,
gần nhất
unsure of
xe
their
hiệu
setup,
mộng tại vì
went
thế
for aggressive
To
peaks,
mà
trying to just win out the duels, but that's exactly what Team Brimstone wanted. Gave them the fights that they needed. They were able to close things out there. Close, but no cigar. Now, not Neural Theft, the Dimensional Drift coming in from the Euro just to spot out the center.
Sky camera mùi
There's still 4 players here. Bucky being spotted out.
I'm out.
Out of the teleporter. Oh, and in towards another.
ôi
Gets out of harm's way, but Thom has been spotted on the flank as well. They just want to chase him down. But where has he gotten off to with this trusty sidearm? Is he gonna be able to do the impossible here? No!
cái chắp lôi
Icy
lên này
just jumps above him, flying up right above the tripwire, not expecting him from that angle, and
yeah
all of that commotion has
Looks like-
happened. The rotate has also come in from GALAXYREIGN. They expect Team Brimstone to just barrel in towards the B side, but they've at the same time left A completely free for the taking.
thôi
Yeah, the read here for
Chạy
Team
mọc kê,
Brimstone
cái tay
is
free
well.
rồi.
All 5 players
Nó đây
just
mà.
playing contact, playing it slow.
nhớ đọc tới
Back
bị à
over
Cái
onto
chỗ
the
A free
B
rồi.
side here. Clearing the corner.
Check actually
GALAXYREIGN
this
if they try to go a bit faster. The spike one is going to go down over
30
on this A
seconds
side.
left.
But that's going to be over. to GALAXYREIGN.
Yeah, this is a little bit less than ideal.
One enemy remaining.
Rồi, nào bị switch around máu giờ toàn ăn mà ghé mới nè. Kinh vậy cái thằng đá.
And definitely less than ideal over on the side of GALAXYREIGN there. It's a eco round coming their way though, but it's double digits on the board for Team Brimstone now, able to afford all these rifles. Spectre opting for an operator this time around. Looking in terms of the ultimates, obviously does have the Nightfall already, but Temps that Elbow Strike able to play for that post one if he so chooses to. A lot of commotion going down. A short here though. Spectre tries to take a but HYK.
Nãy đầu tư mùi tư quay máu.
Storm will get the trade. 4 players in short here.
Vô ru mình clone này nè, mình tên.
Run away. But there's 3 players over on this A side already. IC does spot out Park's positioning.
No, timing.
Still, the spike plant not going down just as of yet. Team Brimstone just playing safe here. They don't want to give any free kills over to the side of GALAXYREIGN. It's a 4v4 overall right now. There's 3 players on the side of GALAXYREIGN still over on this A side. Final smoke has been used, and Thom with his patience able to pick up the kill onto Persona. It pays off well. Through as well. Park goes for a spray down. A couple of gun barrels. IC with just a consolation prize as
Okay, bạn vừa.
Tina just able once again stop the momentum and stem the bleeding just a little bit here. And that was a lot of ultimate.
I mean, just as you mentioned, right? It's they try to play a little bit slower. They tried to do what they did in the round prior, right? Where they just call a little bit of a pause and try to find the kills, let the kills actually come to them. But you know, a little bit of a mistake there as they both tried to enter the smoke. And Park was just sitting and waiting. Easy double kill for him. That was essentially the round done, and it dusted. So
bring them down.
Yeah, great job from GALAXYREIGN. This time not to be too flustered. Chow's control in the under their remit this time.
This is a bit of a change of setup as well. You have the Cypher side being the strong side with the Fade and the Yoru there for backup, and over on the other side you have the Whaley as well as Brimstone. Whaley just playing for a bit of early information, but could be on the wrong choke point as so many players on the side of Team Brimstone just waiting outside of hookah here. Ross just trying to time the smoke. Actually, grenade! Gonna get naded out though. Quite a bit of chip damage as players on the side. Team Brimstone will make it onto the side without much trouble. 3 kills already found, and it seems like GALAXYREIGN don't really have much to do. It's up in the hands of Spectre. Don't really want to give that away. They will opt for the save here.
Yeah, it feels like once they got that opening pick, it was just so swift before they just immediately swarmed the site. It was not really much that GALAXYREIGN could have done there. Yeah, the conviction coming in from Team Brimstone was so convincing. And, yeah, even the due diligence, right, to check the long corner as they were flooding out from hookah. That was just brilliant game awareness, understanding of where the setups could be coming from. And yeah, another very clean round coming in from Team Brimstone. They even might be trying to hunt for this Spectre.
Should be able to keep it in his hands. Unless Persona and Reverie here want to go hunting. They could do so. I mean, Reverie's just one of the Nightfall, but choosing to prioritize the economy instead, not wanting to go for the fights.
Yeah, that's 11 and 7, Grammy. This is starting to run away with Team Brimstone. GALAXYREIGN needs to somehow pull it back. They've got basically one more chance, right?
That goes there.
After this, if they lose, their economy is going to be an absolute shambles. Spectre has that op that he saved. That must be pivotal here in this round to give his team a chance, because right now, Team Brimstone's executes have been looking deadly. Their pauses in between rounds, or during rounds actually, in the midst of it
Cage
has
trigger.
been really suffocating for GALAXYREIGN. Haven't really found a great
camera is
answer to it
destroyed.
just
Ồ,
yet.
đập mũi
This time around,
Peter
HYK is going to be a little bit more aggressive as
Mày
there's more
ơi.
aggression in towards B short as well.
Spike
Park
down,
finding
B.
Reverie. That's the call for HYK to try to find an evening frag, but no, just going to get a little bit of information. And great little micro aggression from
Tục kia ban
GALAXYREIGN
thầm
to
phân
find an
nắng
opening
ọt
kill,
ấy.
but I see
Oh,
chance missed.
Trong kênh OT.
Cutting
they're
through.
shot going wide as well. And
Smoke's down.
on the opposite side of the map, on his B side, Ross is still trying to
Trong
hold
kênh
on
chơi đây vậy
to
rồi.
his hookah position.
Mày, đã.
Sona goes for the wide swing, catches Ross off guard, that
Thằng
evens out
cùi
numbers a bit,
nè.
and
Vạ
the
này.
rest of the players on the side of Team Brimstone
Cage
just
trigger.
holding their ground again. Like you
Fuck,
mentioned,
fuck.
there's pauses
Sorry.
in between. Spectre caught unaware. The showstopper to come through doesn't really connect on the park as he will recall away.
Last
Trying to go
player
for a
standing.
play, but Icy will catch him.
Chọc vào
off
đó
guard.
đập pi
So
một hai
Icy, the only one left
buông
alive,
đó.
is still looking for that lurk.
Chi này con hết son
No one
cái
is
này
there.
đây điện được à.
Will get the
Really?
kill onto Icy, but still a 1v3
Mày reflect
ahead
được
of
nữa
him.
đấy. Hay lên
Go
bạc cái
once
xì
again for the
cua.
save here.
Bait á, phân bait dương hai châu là.
Kind of
À,
seems
bây giờ
like
cho mắt.
GALAXYREIGN
Bait
again
sẽ
getting a
đắng, kia
little
chạm
bit
cho anh.
too antsy. You can see Spectre running out of the CT smoke on the B side, gets isolated, tapped out by Persona. Next thing that happens, another heroic play attempt by
Cái đinh làm gì vậy? Anh ai làm gì
Waylay,
tôi cũng
right?
lường.
Park trying to creep out of the elbow smoke, which they clearly knew he was coming from because he just refracted back there. So it's heroic plays now coming forward. You can see the desperation in GALAXYREIGN. They both are duelists trying their best to somehow come out with something clutch, but to no avail. 12-7,
Match
Team Brimstone
point.
1 away from going 2-0 up in the series.
And look at the amount of ultimates over on the GALAXYREIGN side though. You have the Convergent Paths, the Nightfall, Dimensional Drift, as well as that Orbital Strike. Definitely could do a lot of devastating damage over on that side of Team Brimstone. And I do like how GALAXYREIGN in that last round itself, they switched up their setup a little bit. You had Park playing with Ross instead of having that 1-1 down B side. This time around, it's going to be a strong side on A. Dimensional Drift to come through. Probably going to be comboed with that Convergent Paths as well, but no, they don't really want to go for that fight. Spectre does catch HYK off guard though, so that's a cypher on the
It's
attacking
okay,
side
you
drop
can get
now.
like that.
Some could go for a flank here.
Opportunity, but he doesn't want to
Of
give
course,
away
always
too
on
many
first base. Again, huh?
opportunities for Brimstone to come back in this round. He's just gonna play for containment, hold them in towards this A side where the rest of his team is all playing from. Four players here, the flash comes in. Park though tries to pivot off. Stone's not gonna hit, and Persona gonna catch a kill instead. I see now swings out of the showers with his op in hand, looking for one more, but Konzi's gonna make him
Don't let
pay.
them take you.
Nightfall
Don't let them take
invested,
you.
keeps them all muted up. HP draining as well. As a flank comes in
Mày
from
tao
Tom.
nói giảm nó khỏi
In a
đập
3
pin thôi
versus 3, his positioning could be
Mày lại đạn nó
pivotal
thôi.
here. But meanwhile, Reverie and the rest of the gang has pushed back of sight. Orbital Strike now invested just to clear out the U-Haul position as Storm creeps up forward. There's a player out
Last
towards the
player
showers.
standing.
It's Thames,
Ờ.
and Thames still wins that despite him being caught off
Sao
guard.
đảo vậy?
Ross left in a 1 versus
enemy
3.
remaining.
Impossible situation. But Ross, if there's any time to come up clutch, it's here. But
Attackers
Reverie
win.
up in
Đập
heaven.
bìm game
He's
TP
not
ban
gonna
lượt kia
expect
bạn.
that angle. And that will
Mà game
do
thiết kế
well
snare
in.
nè, bây giờ ban mũi cái
Team
snare.
Brimstone 13-7. They take away their opponent's map pick and go 2-0 up in the grand finals.
Giờ ní bẹt
What
bẹt
was
là hai
that
bộ nhưng
steer
là
coming in
all
from Ross? Like,
best
I
sai
mean,
mới nhưng chọc quên.
one's onto Persona is insane, but unfortunately can't recreate the same magic twice. Reverie from up above, able to get that kill, and 13-7 scoreline definitely looking better compared to Sunset, but still not enough. And look at Persona, the amount of first bloods that he has. 8 first bloods to
Damn.
his name, 24 and 11 KD here.
Yeah, I mean Thames as well. I
5
mean,
minute break.
he was the one that
Okay.
got the whole shenanigans
first
in the
nồng
first
stream
few
nào
rounds
rồi,
started, right? It was
Chưa
him
mà.
with his sheriff that was just absolutely tearing things apart. Thom, I
River.
have to give credit to him. He also found so much impact as an
Nhưng
individual.
tụi mày cái nôm
finding
nó
the
đi xong bật bật
plays,
thêm mà
coming
chọc
up just
non mày
clutches
chọc cái
with
vậy.
multi-kill rounds, but still, you could see towards the tail end there, the double duelist under defense wasn't feeling too comfortable. And Team Brimstone were just absolutely willing to capitalize off of that. Their executes were fantastic. Their mid-round calls were also really on point. So yeah, you can see why the scoreline is as such, 13-7. Really, really strong finish coming in from Team Brimstone.
Yeah, I mean, I love how Team Brimstone have been doing their mid rounds because throughout, like, since the map of Sunset, I think one of the issues that GALAXYREIGN had was that they were just taking the wrong timings on aggression sometimes, and Brimstone, aware of this, they just able to capitalize it since Sunset until the map of Buying Now. Even on the attack, they just go in for they execute, just pause a little, even if they're on the site, and they're just able to get GALAXYREIGN a little bit too antsy, a little bit too over eager to go for those fights, and they're just able to catch them as they're swinging out of smokes or swinging out of angles. And it just looks so good for Team Brimstone right now.
Yeah, looking strong, looking fired up, the 2-0 in the series. But you know what else is pretty fire? It's Mercure Surawong Bangkok, as well as Ibis Styles Silom. So do check these hotels out if you are ever visiting Bangkok, or even if you are in Bangkok and want to have like a staycation or something. But yeah, thank you to those two hotels as our lovely sponsors, making all of this possible here at Leaving Skirmish 2025. We're going to go for a short little break, but when we come back, third map of the series up on the cards. Will Team Brimstone walk away with a victory, or will GALAXYREIGN keep the night going? We'll see you guys in just a little bit.
ខ្ញុំពងដេកដែរណោះអើយចុកខ្នងពេកនិយាយនេះបានតែខមមិនមកខ្ញុំអាន Nó game khỏi đi hay là phận ra bên bự thì các bạn ơi con có mà để cho công lắng tới zoom mình ôi đẹp tha cái update store lại nên anh tê anh đi một đập pin chơi hay kia không có tay nữa. Ôi, nhưng still hope tham bên thua và đánh chân hơn vậy. Man họ. Bánh tìm flat á, hãy chăm flat á. Và lại đường lươn á đó. I think GALAXYREIGN còn lại retake thành đá mình đi ra cho mơ ăn map ấy kia chưa thay vẫn cái đã lên à đấy mấy cái đã không lên lấy cái đọ map bên kia trình you know Buying is my favorite map of all time. nhưng mà bạn sẽ đọc cái gì đừng cái trộm mẹ liền mày và hay là bọc cả đó
Welcome back once again to the Levian Skirmish 2025. My name is Remy. Joining me here is going to be Colton. We are on what could be the last map in this grand final, in this best of 5 between Team Brimstone as well as Galaxy Rain. Now, for a recap, we were just on the map of Bind where Galaxy Rain, they were off to a hot start, but unfortunately for them, fell short towards the defense half of the map of Bind. Now coming into map 3 of Abyss, what do you think needs to be done here?
I think I need to channel more Rain energy. Right, I've got the Rain jersey on, team Rain Esports, or the OG one. I'm not the Galaxy one yet. You know, hopefully Cloudy can hook me up with that jersey soon. But yes, I have the jersey on. Perhaps I need to show my bias a little bit more, right? And maybe Galaxy Rain has that energy, you know, that fire in them, because I do believe they have the opportunity and ability to take it further in the series. But Abyss is going to be a tough one. It's a map that we don't see too often, and it requires a good understanding of how to play it.
Yeah, I mean, Abyss, definitely not one of the standard maps that you would see in coming in for tournaments. Most of the time, people would stick to what they know best, like the maps that have been out for ages. And map 3 of Abyss is gonna be pretty interesting for Galaxy Rain here. I believe this is Team Brimstone's map pick as well, and we haven't seen either team play Abyss so far, I believe. So this is gonna be pretty new for the both of us as well. And definitely an interesting pick coming in for the GALAXYREIGN side here. Look at that Harbor being picked
Wow.
up by Spectre.
Okay. Interesting. Spectre opting for the Harbor. We don't see a lot of Harbor, and I don't think I've ever casted the new Harbor yet. So, I'm gonna need to look at the ability names. What's the new one? The blind. And like Harbor
Oh,
is so rarely played. I didn't expect him to ever be picked, especially after the rework. So this is throwing me for a loop.
yeah, I mean, I feel like Harbor, like the new Harbor especially, you need a lot of prep work to be able to kind of play it well. I feel like he is an agent that is similar to Viper. Like you use it more as like a secondary smoker rather than like the primary smoker. And the changes to Harbor have been pretty interesting as well. And you mentioned not knowing the ability names because I also don't know them as well. I only remember the record name and High
Yeah, so
Tide, I think.
most
Those
of
should
it
be
is the
kept the
same.
same.
It's just
Yeah.
the cascade has been swapped out for the storm surge. That is
Oh.
the blind thingy that you can throw. The blind
Okay.
molly. Yes.
Yeah, and they
So
changed the cove as well, and I think that's pretty interesting because now it works more like an omen smoke, right?
yeah, I think I actually do like it. The ability to toggle on and off. I think it adds a layer of depth that could be really cool. But I still think he's a little bit
Chả, nhóm
clunky.
đang đừng
I'm
tả,
not
tao
too
nhóm tụi mày
sure
khóc
how
non, nhóm
effective
chọc
he's
khóc
gonna
non
be.
hả?
Haven't really seen a lot of high level players use him well. So I'm curious to see what Spectre has brought to the table. This could be something that maybe GALAXYREIGN have practiced, right? They look like it's part of their game plan. You don't pick Harbor just off of a whim. So yeah, excited to see what GALAXYREIGN have been cooking up here.
Nhóm tiếp bây ơi,
Definitely
lên
gonna
sợ
be an
bạn.
interesting match here. On the other side of things though, Team Brimstone again opting for the double duelist composition. This time around, you see the Waylay as well as Jet, and
Oh,
we are gonna have a little bit of technical difficulties, but give us a sec while we sort them out. Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit more about that double controller on the GALAXYREIGN side.
yeah, so Omen's gonna be that main controller, obviously, right? Able to smoke those one ways, the main smokes at the choke points, but Harbor can be used as sort of like that retake agent if they are on the defense, or even in the post plant, right? The wall is able to cover a lot of those choke points, whether it's the A side or the B side, Heaven, backside, for example, on A. You've got the entirety of that the CT exit from on the B side as well as Heaven. You know, the harbor wall is actually pretty solid in covering those places. And obviously, the cove allows you to play within it, play behind it. You know, in a postman situation, it could flip the tables, it could flip the script, it could be very dynamic, but it really comes down to how they want to utilize it together. So, yeah, we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, I also want to see how they kind of integrate the Sova into this composition. Because as you mentioned with the harbor, you have that wall, right? That's able to cut a lot of angles. But at the same time, if you're not careful enough, you might create like some pockets here and there where the opponents could hide in, and your Sova dart is just isn't
Ép
able
ý
to
nha.
scan them out. So I feel like coming into this is gonna be pretty interesting. Park is gonna be like pretty much going in without much support, save for maybe if Ross plays more aggressively, like taking the
Right,
TPs
yeah.
into the site itself. Otherwise, it's just Park on his solo adventure, and then you have the rest of the team flooding in behind, which could be a good thing, but
Mặc kệ nè, bỏ vô.
it could be bad as well because if you're just isolated on the site and the opponents are just able to get a free kill onto you and they lose out their only duelist, it's gonna be definitely more difficult for them.
Yeah, and I want to go back to your point where you mentioned that there could be pockets where your wall hides an enemy or something like that. I think you yourself, as the harbor, can use those pockets to your advantage. Like I just saw like TikTok videos, right, of those ranked
Mhm.
harbors where they intentionally leave a little bit of the tail of the wall sticking out so that they can kind of hide within it, and it seems like no one's actually behind that, you know, but they play in a little corner behind that wall, tucked right at the entrance, on the defensive side. And as the attackers flood in, they're gonna check left and right. They're not gonna see you behind that small little tail in the wall, and that could get you 2-3 kills perhaps. So yeah, it's small little tech plays like that that make Harbor potentially viable, but we'll have to wait and see what GALAXYREIGN have in store for us. This is an interesting pathing coming in from Brimstone. Instantly start on the A side of the map. They want to actually control over mid, so interesting wall. Interesting cove in towards mid, but they're still gonna push on forward. There's a vice wall though, so it might be a little bit dangerous for them. Actually gonna trip it and draws the attention of all the defenders.
Yeah, and you can see again, Thom is back on a Sentinel, and this time he's on the Vice, and for the side of GALAXYREIGN, they're just leaving him to hold down on one side of the map now. And
It seems
he's
so intentional though, like hitting
Yeah.
the trip. I don't know if they scrimmed GALAXYREIGN on this map or if they didn't idea, but that was great.
And the Execute is going to come through, breaking out the flash as well. Reverie is the one who draws first blood. IC wants to go for more. Enemy kill. A couple of trades coming back and forth, but IC picks up two. Ross wants to even out the numbers back to the favor of GALAXYREIGN here, but 2v4 situation definitely gonna be hard with 4 players just holding down that angle, waiting
Oh my
for
lord.
the cross. Look at this setup right
One
here.
enemy
Look
remaining.
at the jump, but I mean, you just have 4 people looking at you. Like in that situation, definitely a tough one to be in. It's pistol round going the way for Team Brimstone.
Yeah, lovely approach. It was very intentional, right? It's not just like a default, guys. We're gonna just look for something and then we're gonna hit a site. It was very intentional. Pathing was creative as well, coming in from the B side. Link towards mid, found that vice wall, tripped it, went all the way back, and executed in towards B together. So, yeah, perhaps watching the VODs of GALAXYREIGN here, the setups, and yeah, being drawn away. I don't know. I think looking at the Silver Recon Dart and they're gonna get instantly found out. They're just gonna play the economy. GALAXYREIGN don't want to give their opponents any chance.
Okay, stop luôn. Ở cho vậy bạn. Anh smile click rồi.
Fall to their deaths.
So just slap luôn. Rồi khán đi giúp hàng.
Perhaps.
Ôi nó nhóm thật cho nam là sai mẹ lỡ với ngồi kênh rồi.
Just making sure I'm not offending anyone.
Unfortunate for Thom though, he did buy a sheriff.
Oh, yeah. We saw how good he was, the sheriff, so you never know.
You don't have the money to buy a Vandal or Phantom now. Has to opt for the Guardian instead. It's like gonna be a faster approach for the side of Team Brimstone this time around with 4 players leaning over on that A side. Definitely could be a good read as there's only 2 players for the side of GALAXYREIGN here, but Spectre catches out the alert of HYK. Spotted out still, Clumsy gets the first kill onto IC on that side.
Chọc IC nó mang rồi lên.
Trời! East side, but Thames is just jumping in with a bucket. Great parry, but it doesn't matter. His Persona will collect that kill instead.
Ông man vẫn họ
lên
lên
side. Don't care about anything. Thames jumping around the Bucky, still gonna find that kill. And it's somewhat doable. Spectre's on 10 HP, but Thom now coming in from the flank. The back lines, that's compromised. Spike not even planted yet, so be wary of every single angle. And it's not gonna be enough. Referee gets 1, but that's all they get. But still, damage done, not too shabby for Team Brimstone, but still the round goes to GALAXYREIGN.
Yeah, but it's quite a bit of damage as you mentioned though. So they're still able to afford with a couple of players just fight for the team here.
Good.
Not a lot of ultimates. Not a lot of
Restream
players close to ultimates as well. So it seems like this round could just be an all-out gunfight.
Judge in the hands of Roz as that Omen player towards that A site. Cove smoke gonna be used top of mid yet again. Like that is the default one-way smoke from Roz. Don't have much presence there to fight for it. The orb gonna be picked up. Just feigning presence.
Nó căn chọi chạm kẹo trâu luôn. Khọ ba đây.
Yeah, I mean.
Khọ ba đây.
Other side, it was a bit of a switch up in terms of setup for the Vice Thom here. That wall is now gonna be over on that B choke point instead of mid. There. Instead, they have a couple players watching that mid position. Door is gonna be broken here. Still, slow default coming in as Ross might want to take advantage of this position. He does have a judge, and you mentioned the shorty to come out for IC, but still gonna get caught out by Ross here.
Don't say that.
Yeah, this judge is so annoying to deal with. And with the double controller setup, you can basically smoke out this choke point forever. Unless just has a 6th sense.
Stunned it.
Persona still on a rampage, searching for more. Side has been compromised fully. 4 versus 2 in the post plan. Team Brimstone double man advantage as Thom and Spectre slowly make their way over. Not a lot of utility to work with, but I still think they have the high tide potential, but they have to find an opening frag first. And this double up setup in towards CT is just gonna in. They walk in together. Thom isolates these fights. Very sharp on the swing.
And that should also kind of break the economy on the side of GALAXYREIGN here. Don't think they want to go for another jump off of the map here for another free win.
Yeah, especially on the defensive side, I think there's a lot more merit to doing so because you prevent the spike from being planted as well. So like, you know, extra ult orbs, extra money.
Yeah.
We'll see what they can come up with. Looks like they want to give this round a look.
There's a present being made outside of A here. Again, a recon dart is going to come through, spotting out that gun barrel. A lot of damage onto Sova, clumsy as well, but he's going to go for the dash, will get punished. The referee is there to keep him in check. Thom though, again, with that sheriff, so sharp with all of his attempts again. Is going to be giving the numbers advantage over to the hands of Team Brimstone here. Still yet to see how exactly they want to play this harbor though. They do have a cove in the middle of sight, but Team Brimstone, they just have full control of sight right now.
Enemy remaining.
Try K good for 1. Thom is just left alone in 1v3 to get anything at all. Thames will pick up the kill, and it's 4 rounds on the board already for the side of Team Brimstone.
You just had to prove me wrong, right? Just like say patience, he just jumps straight in. But I mean, it was just an eco round nonetheless, so see what they can bring in towards this next round of theirs. Ultimates on the cards. Blade Storm in the hands of IC. Hunter's Fury for Reverie. Looking pretty insistent on testing this A side. They've gone to it multiple times. And for the most part, it's been working out.
Revealing area.
All these fights, GALAXYREIGN just really haven't had a chance to answer back. Persona, it's gonna be a nuisance. Yeah, just gonna run straight in. Wall pops up, no trade available, but now IC has something to say about that one. That's the Blade Storm rip, but now his position has been loaded for. Cannot go for that entry pathing.
I must wait a moment.
They have to reconsider their options. That might be an opportunity, not before the refract comes in the park. Thankfully so, because he's the only one on this side of the map not gonna give up that death. And Try K to be a little bit remiss about that one, but Park has essentially parked himself in towards the site. Here's all the audio cues. Recon Dart comes in, gets hit, but not before he finds a nice frag on Dicey. Drops in a bit of the slow, but it's not gonna hit. Reverie there for the trade frag. Rotations are all being strung across the map, but still man advantage given over for GALAXYREIGN. They can still hold it still as a
Oh man, come back.
a lot of presence, attention towards mid as they slowly clear that out.
30
Towards the A
seconds
side
left.
they go. Perna comes in, does not hit onto anyone, but gets them into the site nonetheless. Ross up in heavens.
Yeah.
Oh, Recon Dart actually gonna spot out his attempts, but attempts just teleport straight into his face. That's the last position I expected, and Ross will eventually collect his head.
Expected mình tránh bị rồi nè.
Time taking down the goal. You get to get it down. Referee on the
nice
back of
one,
the
people.
site.
Nice.
Run down by Clumsy and Ross together. So time, the ultimate enemy for Team Brimstone, as GALAXYREIGN finally break that streak.
Yeah, you could see them just doubling back and forth across the map, across the two sides, undecided on which side exactly they want to hit, and definitely was because they lost out on Persona early on over on that A side. A change of setup here for the side of GALAXYREIGN, definitely paying off for them. You have Thom playing on the A side now, catching Persona off guard, and look at this reinforcement coming in over on this B side as well. You kind of have a crossfire from up above, but Sova drone should clear this out. Spots out Park's position. Will he be aware of the player in smoke though is the question. Ross picks up that kill. The paranoia to come through as Persona just gonna get that frag. Ross for the trade. Playing around the side, he will get caught out by Reverie.
I know exactly
Down to
where
the
you
2v2. Neural to come through. Clumsy wants to get ahead of things, but not in a position to do so.
He just allowed him to cross in towards the side. Reverie still has Hunter's Fury, but so does Clumsy. Lets it rip, but any bolts onto anyone until the last one. Reverie tagged down to half HP.
Last player
HYK
standing.
now up in the heavens. Gotta get cut out.
Side.
1 versus 2
No.
now for Reverie. Left in the cut.
Nice.
DIGL needs to do everything there. But Thom is gonna carry on his form since bind. Beautiful flick. And will shut down that clutch attempt. 3 to 4 now.
Loki is still here. Ready take.
Yeah, great shots coming in here for the players of GALAXYREIGN, especially Thom, who's been looking sharp ever since Bind here. And that was a number of ultimates invested over on the side of Team Brimstone as well. I believe it was
The show must go
as
on.
well as they did not convert. Now the ultimate economy definitely looking way better over on that GALAXYREIGN side. You have the Steel Garden as well as the Reckoning as well. I'm looking at especially in terms of retake ults here if they choose to use it as such. Again, so I'm gonna be playing over on that A side. Doesn't really want to give any advancements to the side of Team Brimstone this time, who are exploring up mid a little bit more.
Aldrin just
Yeah,
clear
but
out
bukan barang
A
change.
main. Spots out a little bit of presence, but nothing to confirm. Spectres in his smoke though could have fallen victim to IC, but timing
Probably
was
Arch.
not
Yeah,
really
what
favorable this time around. Smoke in, just the bait is
the
crossed,
timing.
and it baits out
Timing.
Spectre, but not before Roz is there for the trade frag. So thankfully, if not IC, would have gotten away with
I see nó
an
mà
outplay.
mà đủ lý
This time now, rotations being called for to hit this beast.
Omen tao Omen.
I was gonna get spotted by Park from
Chặt
the
bàn
shadows.
rồi tía.
Stop it.
Thì bây giờ tao chặt bàn
Doing
Omen.
a thing. Reinforcement not here just as of yet, but it doesn't matter.
scan
Park will
location
find the
thôi.
head of Persona there.
What?
HYK will clean up that shot.
thought
on
nó
the
bắn
wall.
cái ngon mình
Park
là
wants
ngon.
to go for a play here with the convergent pass, but
30
does he
seconds
know that
left.
Temps is already on that side itself?
Good luck.
Seems to be privy to
Yeah, you
this.
can do
Doesn't
this.
really want to give
They are
any
planting.
more free kills away of Team Brimstone here. Still got it to come through.
Choi.
Thom will collect onto HYK.
Last
Park
player
getting it
standing.
close, but Reverie
What?
and Temps will collect both
Collect
those
mấy phát á.
kills. And it seems like Team Brimstone
Omen mấy cái này
stole away around off the back of so many ults being used by GALAXYREIGN here.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates, right? It was Steel Garden as well as the Convergent Paths. And I don't know how Temps was alive in this situation. Again, he keeps getting away with crazy stuff. You know, known mostly as like an initiator player, sometimes playing Sentinel, but now going over towards this controller role, it seems like he's been given a lot more freedom to just do shenanigans like that, dancing around the side, gets a classic kill whilst slowed.
Mình game xong cho tôi sạp này.
And again we go. Spectre now in an advanced position. Does IC hard clear this? Angle should favor him. Break off the wall. And that is exactly the time where Spectre strikes. Dropped in the cove. He can protect it as well. Sneaks into it. Be more aggressive. And he's gonna find victory in that. Thanks to the cove. And the bulletproof nature gets away with murder. 19 HP to his name as the Regen Shield will buff him up as well.
Có tắt mấy bạn banh ban position đấy. Banh through ban nào
No
có tắt.
trades coming away. Team Brimstone just as of yet. hehheheh though seems to want to go for a more aggressive fight towards mid. They do have this defense position, which could get Clumsy off guard. A split to come through here. Paranoia will get used. hehheheh
Clumsy shot. Expect
over on the
that.
site itself, Reverie will find one. Expect the tech
Bye,
down
win a
so
ball.
low. They still
30
have
seconds
the
left.
retake out of the Reckoning though. Definitely will come in handy. 3v3 in the post plant here.
That Reckoning might be great, but if hehheheh can catch
Come
it as
on.
he creeps out of this doorway,
Nice.
the timing again.
Cypher tụi mình camera mày.
Can Reverie as well as Thames.
Game nó timing quá nhá nhỉ.
That's a turn and Thames lets them rip.
That was honestly a great opening coming in for the side of GALAXYREIGN. You had Spectre just being so aggressive, pushing up mid, making sure that Team Brimstone don't have just like free real estate in mid right there. And you even have that drone coming in from Clumsy, I believe, that catches IC off guard. But unfortunately for them, Team Brimstone just able to stabilize over on that A split there with Temps. 2 kills as well as that Paranoia to just push. I believe it was Clumsy off angle now on that eco. Thom will be falling first. Clumsy though, headshot through the wall, takes out IC for the trade. Overthrown. Clumsy picks up another, runs out of bullets. Would be a 3v3 here from the shadows over onto the side itself.
Not bad.
At the back of the side,
Good luck.
trying to play it.
Chúcគ្នាជាមួយrồi. Nice. Peace man.
Reverie's there for the trade.
Winnable.
It down to 2v2.
I know exactly.
Anh ơi mình ultimate
There's no way you win this one.
Cypher mình ultimate là hốt rồi nha.
There's another low buy round coming in from GALAXYREIGN. Reverie with the advanced information from the Cypher ultimate. Oh, they invest the ultimate, but they don't expect it to be even more aggressive after the jump spot. Team Brimstone just defying what is expected from them. You'd think that they would chill on that aggression after the jump spot was being done. You know, they knew exactly where they were, but still, that's gonna catch GALAXYREIGN off guard, and they even invest the Reckoning.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty tough round if you're GALAXYREIGN right now, and I love the initiative coming in for the side of Team Brimstone. They know they have the weapon advantage in that situation, just clearing out that CT position, pushing up all the way, able to take advantage of it. Now this time around, a bit of a change of pace for the side of GALAXYREIGN. Temps immediately shuts it down though. Paranoia to come through, clear out all these pulls, angles, and up from above, Icy fires through it. Triple gets a couple of hot shots onto Omen here. Roz, Reverie will be spotting him out.
It feels like Team Brimstone have consistently been winning out that A main fight. You know, whatever that GALAXYREIGN throws against them towards A, Team Brimstone were just so proficient at dealing with that. This time around, Clumsy just gonna swing off the one-way smoke. The drone to confirm there's more presence there. There's 2 more players on this side. The crit assist with that, but still Team Brimstone persistent as ever. They hunker in, charge in towards the side. Ross trying to drop in a smoke, but they're far past it already. Trying to swing out, but Icy's got an advanced angle pushed up in towards the heavens. And that just leaves Thom alone again in the clutch situations. Teammates unable to help him, and only just that arc rose to his name. His gunfire reveals his position. Crossfire is being set up. And it's just an unlikely round. He just has to offer the save money. An absolutely horrible position for GALAXYREIGN.
Yeah, looking at the economy, definitely not looking good coming into this last round and a half. And it seems like the players of Team Brimstone might want to go hunting here. Will they be able to find Thom is the question, as they're gonna go towards the CT position instead. I believe Thom should hear this noise as well, trying to do a bit more damage. Able to take out one, but he will be falling to the spike. Oh no, that's gonna be rough.
Last round in the half.
Very greedy in my opinion there. Yeah, you want to do damage, but look at their money. They're not gonna have any issues buying up again. Even if you got both kills, they still would have got enough cash for everyone to spend. So I'm struggling to try to justify that kind of a play. As a result, now Roz does not have shield. You do not have full shield. No one has full shield, basically. It's...
Get out of my way!
Roz is a glass cannon rifle. And A-main, yet again, an issue for GALAXYREIGN. They just cannot, for the life of them, gain control over this portion of the map.
Yeah, you just have Team Brimstone just waiting patiently outside of A-main for the dart, waiting for any kind of aggression, waiting to punish them, and you even have this drone that pushes Park all the way back into CT. HYK finding one and deadly storm falling on the ground. Icy going aggressive with the blade storm. The referee finds one Fury as well. All these ultimates being used, and suddenly it's just Spectre left alive in a 1v5 from the shadows. Temp chases that kill, but will be going down. Persona will clean things up in the 9-3 half. Dominant scoreline for the title.
Switching sides.
Yeah, another dominant half coming in for Team Brimstone. That last half, I mean, that last round of the half, that was something else. Beautiful call coming in.
The top màu đấy.
Pathing from the duelist,
Lôi
right?
chơi
Lovely
giờ khôngรับra đây ha, sập ram nó sẽ đây.
Gains
Bông
control
đây
over
cũng
that.
mọn, bông phẳng cái mà lên 90 cơ này.
Park off guard as the only defender on the A side. And you can see how difficult it is as a waylay, a single duelist waylay on the defensive side to find success. Because your kid is so oriented about moving forwards, right? Park just couldn't really find much impact. 4-11 struggling to find kills.
Hello.
And so yeah, it's gotta be on this attacking half that GALAXYREIGN find that kind of groove, that Park finds that kind of consistency that we know he can have.
Persona going forward, picks up 3 with the ghost. Lucky try the best, but they only find 1. Pistol round, double digits, all going the way of Team Brimstone right here.
Both pistols now being picked up by Team Brimstone. They're looking to convert the second. Again, no spike plant for GALAXYREIGN, so they don't have the option of really having a good force in this round. It's just gonna be Thom with his trusty Sheriff.
Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Can High Noon strike twice in the day?
This is a nice spot.
Roz investing in this round as well with the Bucky. All 5 members of GALAXYREIGN over on the site. Tripwire is not broken this as of yet. Park jumps over one of them. Here it is tripped as well, and the site being overrun by all these utility and the smoke. The spike plant gonna go down. At least that's a bit of money in the bank for the side of GALAXYREIGN here. Bucky doesn't pay off well. Persona will pick up the kill. More players on an ego here. Park will find a bit of damage.
No.
That smoke one there. Thom picks up 2 with the Sheriff again. Still round going the way of Team Brimstone here.
Nice luck attempt coming through from Thom. I think that was their only
win condition.
But yeah, you can see that the harbor wall was actually straight across the site, and while that gave space to get into was the site, they didn't actually have space to play in the coastline, right? Because that wall kind of incentivizes the defenders to push up close, and when it drops, I mean, there's not much space for GALAXYREIGN to play around with. So we'll have to see in the gun rounds if Spectres
bay đặt mua ra đây là ganti bay với lại phải sao phải chẳng có gì ganti bay như vậy chứ thế.
Other than the eco round, I don't
see GWP cái bạn bay zone này.
Gun round are coming in. Let's see if GALAXYREIGN can strike back.
Camera taken.
Persona also almost has his ultimate in his modus already. Sound being made over on his inside. Reinforcements already coming in. HYK takes out the judge as well as the spike. It's fallen onto the ground on the back of the site. Persona will be playing and he will find 1, but instantly gets traded out by 1
enemy remaining.
Down to 1v2 here for Park. Can he win it out? It is the buy round once again for the side of GALAXYREIGN, and the flank is going to be coming in.
Timing.
Is icy. Oh, yeah.
We crossed them.
Not gonna expect that angle, especially in the hands of an op. So that's 12 on the board coming in for Team Brimstone. Pressure ever since, you know, the mid section of the first half. And with this bonus round win, I mean, look at the buy, Grammy. Look at the buy from GALAXYREIGN. It's absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, you just have the Stingers, a Judge, a Guardian, and the shotguns have not been working out in Roz's favor so far in these attacking rounds, even though he's just playing in a smoke so close, and he's just not even finding value from it. And look at the setup coming in for the side. Team Brimstone, 4 players over on his A side. I don't think the side of GALAXYREIGN will be expecting this, but Clumsy though picks up the kill and straight to the right back.
Player
Back
standing.
and forth they go, but
Spike down A.
makes it a 1v2 here. The spike is dropped in no man's land. Thom making a lot of noise, trying to bait out any kind of presence for the side of Team Brimstone here, but Team Brimstone playing it diligently. You have that Silver Drone to clear it out.
It's all gotta be on Thom, right? He's trying to put an Arcros there to feign that he has actually been towards
One
the
enemy
side, but
remaining.
Temps
Whoa.
now left in a 1v1 with Thom with everything to do up in hand. Temps looks for it, but he's
Expected a
not
little more
gonna find
competency.
anything. Thom through the wall sees the gun barrel of Temps and saves GALAXYREIGn,
Now we
giving
wait.
them a lifeline here. 4-12, they evade
Thanks.
that devastating number of 13. They have another shot at victory here.
Yeah, look at the economy on the side of Team Brimstone as well. Not too keen to reinvest into this one. Just a couple of rifles on the board. Seems like they might want to try a bit more. 2 Guardians, 2 Vandals, and Spectre this time picked up an Operator in that last round. Sova Drone gonna be clearing this out, but Icy wants to get ahead of things. Picks up 1, picks up the second as well. Goes for the rollback shot. And what?
Just like that,
Defenders win.
GALAXYREIGN just gets absolutely devastated up towards A main. Team Brimstone, they walk away with a 3-0 victory, and they are your Levian Skirmish 2025 champions.
Bro, it's
That
grand
round
final.
just ended so
ចុះមិនthêmវា
fast.
ខ្លាំងគេ champion.
Like what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds at max. It's just Icy just pushing the issue right there, going ahead of things. He
GGWP.
just wants, he's like, I want to end it right now. I'm just gonna go for this swing, able to get 3, and that is gonna be the map win and series win for Team Brimstone here.
Yeah, what a dominating map of Abyss. Temps sitting atop the scoreboard with 18 kills, 7 deaths.
but
Reverie
line
not
up.
far behind with 17.
lights
Icy
were.
with 15 and 5 opening kills. So everyone on the side of Team Brimstone doing their damnedest. And yeah, it's an amazing victory here. 3-0 fast series coming in from Team Brimstone to clutch up and win the $400 USD prize pool.
ធូរតូចអរហើយអ្នកនរគ្នាខ្ញុំបិទ live ណា See you guys ថ្ងៃស្អែកនឹងអត់ stream ហើយអ្នកនរគ្នាបាយសួរខ្ញុំថ្ងៃស្អែកអត់ stream ខាងស្អែកអត់ stream ហើយអត់ stream មករយៈដោយសារខ្ញុំធ្វើការមូលរបស់ក៏ដូចជារៀបចំកន្លែងអញ្ចឹងណាអ្នកនរគ្នាខ្ញុំអាច stream លេងតាមទូរស័ព្ទតាមអី or something like that អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំទៅសិនហើយអ្នកនរគ្នា have a nice dinner អ្នកនរគ្នាតាម dinner ម៉ោង 9 ហើយ have a good sleep guys